All right, now we're live. Welcome everybody to Sweetcast. This is I want to call it a special episode because I don't stream that much anyway. But we've got Alterna. We'll see if anybody else from Alterna shows up. It sounds like Spencer might show up, but we've got the Pete Samedi down below here. The Pete Samedi, yes. And obviously we're gonna talk about King Cryptid. I've got questions about the White Mountains. I've done some Googling.
Okay.
So we're gonna have some fun with that, I think.
Maybe I have answers.
Yeah. We also have John Harvey down here, and yes, you are promoting. Let me make sure I got it right. Magna the Posse.
Yeah. So Magna and the Posse. It's a 2-in-1, kind of a 3-in-1 campaign. So it's first time I've done, 2 properties in one. I mean, Pete does like 1 million properties in one, so that's like nothing to him. But, yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, well, like 2. All right.
Yeah. I know. He's like, okay, amateur.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Put on your big boy pants.
And then we have Keith Gleason here, and we do want to talk Mighty Mascots because you've got. Do you know when your campaign's launching?
Sometime in July. I haven't figured out whether I should go before the convention or after the convention yet.
Okay.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Well,
you should do it
really
after.
soon then.
Yeah, probably like the week after, right?
Yeah.
Probably be less stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Not a
Maybe
bad
like
idea.
End of July.
And you could talk it up the whole time at the convention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get people signing up on your pre-launch page.
I could probably even get like some flyers made up to put on the swag table and stuff,
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, we got to talk about the convention too, because I'm pretty excited about that. All right, let me share the screen because we're gonna do a lot of screen sharing today. Here we go. All right, so we have several things. I have a couple little stories pulled up as well to show off. But before we kind of get into it, I do want to give everyone a brief peek at the campaigns that we're looking at. Why don't we start here, John? Can you give us an elevator pitch for Magna and the Posse?
Yeah. So you've got 3 graphic novels, 2 story arcs, 1 universe. Volume 2 of Magna the Last Pantheon. So all the graphic novels are 76 pages. It completes the story arc that we started in Volume 1 with Kadi Skogsholm, as she goes on this fantastical adventure as she's learning who she is and finds herself in league with a hodgepodge group of Pantheon members from, Egyptian, Norse, Greek, Chinese, Pantheon members that are the holdouts, kind of the being hunted, and they're the last of their kind. And she finds herself in league with them. You learn more about her. You learn why the Pantheons were being destroyed, and ultimately what this extraordinary young woman can do to stave off any more destruction. And then the new story is Posse, and it's Posse Fugitives. So it's also 76 pages, and it's the first half of a story arc, which introduces 2 rival gang members, Devin Willis and Ulysses Sanchez, and they are incarcerated. They're actually in a private prison, and experimentation going on in there. They inadvertently end up leading a breakout of a group of metahuman who then my version of New York here is called the Decapolis. There's 10 boroughs, and they basically run wild in the Decapolis. And what ends up ultimately happening is these guys got to put aside their differences. They have to band together. So there's some other members, ergo the Posse, and defend their city.
Good stuff. Well, the art is looking fantastic. Sounds like you have got a couple of really cool stories here. So I'll post the link here. It is in the description below too, if you're watching after the fact. And we'll obviously come back to this and take a look at it. I do want to talk about King Cryptid next.
King Cryptid is killing it.
Let's say hello to the chat though while we're here. We have Amy's Birdhouse. Hello, welcome. Roland's here. Yo. Don't Google Clint, just ask me. Perfect. Roland will give me all the answers. Beyond Time.
Hey.
Looks familiar. Paul Riley's here. Let's see. Roland, Shadowhawk. Hello. And I love the whole pizza Medi thing. That's perfect. Let's see. Randy's here as well. Hello. And we're going to get going. King Cryptid, you're crushing it. You launched last night, and this has just been a powerhouse. Congratulations. I'm really excited for this book too.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a full 24 hours at this point, and we are so close to that goal. A lot of great things going to be unlocked once we reach 15,000. We got advertising perks. People have been asking about that. I wanted to make sure we reach the goal first. And then, of course, we've got more and more stretch goals to reach and unlock too. But King Cryptid, this is something I've been putting in the works here publicly for about a year, behind the scenes about 2. This basically is all about creatures, conspiracies, and cover-ups that take place in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, centering around this one character called King Cryptid. Now, King Cryptid is very similar in a way, the name anyway, to Bigfoot. So he's not somebody that he's going by the name of King Cryptid. That's what we call him because of the way he looks. His silhouette, he's got that crown, he's got a cape, and he's spotted in very fleeting kind of ways, maybe a footprint, maybe a shadow, but whatever it is, people describe him the way he looks, similar to Bigfoot. So they call him King Cryptid. But his real name, which we find out in issue 1, is Crowan. He is a cursed 500-year-old plus immortal. What happened to him? How did he get cursed? All that good stuff. We'll find out years to come, little bits and pieces of it. We'll never really find out fully, because part of what happened when he got cursed, his memory is spotty. So he doesn't really know and remember a whole lot, but he remembers and knows his name, and he holds on to that, and he holds that dear. So throughout the course of King Cryptid, we follow his journeys. We follow who he meets. He meets a lot of friends and also even more enemies, more foes. A lot of stuff is going on here in terms of other cryptids, beasts, monsters, creatures, that kind of a thing. But the core of the story is King Cryptid and his path towards redemption. Because even though he's essentially a hero in this series, he sure doesn't necessarily feel that way about himself. Because in his first 100 years or so, when he was cursed, he did some awful, horrible things that he had no control over. That was part of the curse. But he was aware of that. So he remembers that. So he carries the burden and the guilt of doing these awful, horrible things. And he's trying to atone for that. Because of that, King Cryptid, even though he's not the fondest of humankind, and he's a bit leery of them, he does have a certain fondness for people who are trying to do good in the world and for those that are being harmed. So he tries to protect them. He tries to do what he can. But also tries to stay out of the spotlight. So with King Cryptid, we're going to see a lot of different things here. There's a lot of layers to the story. With him having a 500-year or so history, there's going to be issues in the future that are flashbacks. There are going to be issues that are out of time and out of sync from the continuity going linearly. Of course, we'll let you guys know. It'll say it right in the beginning. There'll be a caption, what the year is, what the location may be. Okay. Most of the series takes place in New England. It's an episodic series, so every issue, for the most part, is a self-contained one and done kind of thing with overarching elements to tie each issue together because, of course, continuity is important. But there will be every now and then maybe like a 3 or a 4-parter, but very sparingly so. Most of the issues are going to be one and done. You can enjoy issue 1, or you can enjoy, when the time comes one day, maybe issue 50 or issue 60. I have a lot of stories to tell with this. I'm going to be working on this for the rest of my life. So it's very exciting to me that we're all here right now, because 20 or so years from now, we can look back at this and remember how young we all were. But meanwhile, we're now all old, and I'm sure this hair is going to be gone by then. And I'll be working on issue 50 or 60 or 100 or whatever it may be. And it's very exciting to know that we're getting in on this kind of thing at the ground floor. And this is where it all starts. And I'm so happy that so many people are on board for this and they're interested in it too. I just hope people have fun reading it.
Yeah. Well, so I posted the link for King Cryptid in the chat. Please do back it, because I got to also point out that this is ridiculously close to hitting its funding goal of $15,000. and if it hits it on this channel, if it doesn't hit us on this channel, I'm fired from Alterna.
Oh
Two,
yeah.
if it hits it on this channel, I'm promoted at Alterna. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in too.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's a little.
I'll send you a sticker or something then.
Perfect. So yeah, please do back King Cryptid. I mean, it's got legs. This campaign has been moving, so it's
Very,
great
very
to
close.
see
Yeah,
it.
it is.
I'm gonna check in with the chat one more time here to say hello to everybody that's popped in. Coming Marks here says, "Hell Sweet Cast. This is a trilogy. Hell Panel. Hell the chat." We also have Kier here. Hello, King Cryptid.
Yeah. What's up?
Snuggy Junior's here.
Snuggy.
Let's see, Alex VRB. Welcome. Who else do we have? Death Curse, you coming in? You let us know. We've made room for you. Let's see. We have ID Crisis. We have. Should I say hello to everyone? Razmaz is here as well. Welcome, everybody. All right, so we will take a look back at King Cryptid again. First, though, I got to also show you Dracula. It has been a great first day. We're over $12,000. We have
Killing it, man.
217
Killing it.
backers.
That's awesome.
Going very, very well. It also just happens to be World Dracula Day today. I did not know that was a thing and did not plan this, but I'm going to milk that for all it's worth.
That is very fortuitous.
You could not have.
That's extremely fortuitous.
I really did not know that.
Just saying.
But we're gonna go with it. We're gonna milk it. Dracula is my first horror story. It's a hardcover, 50-page main story. It's got a 3-page additional story by Narwhal, and it's been a lot of fun to write. I'm really excited for everyone to read this. It's my ode to my ancestry with Bram, that of Bram Stoker. It's ridiculously distant, but so fun to play in the world. Art by Donald DeLay. He absolutely killed it. Black and white interiors, and it is seriously so much fun. I think it's a very simple story, but there's so much in it. I could really focus on adding horror elements, and I just had so much fun. So I think people are going to love it. Don't forget to back it quickly too, because I want to get up to that $15,000 club too, so I can be cool like King Cryptid.
Hey Clint, did you ever talk about how your descendant, like how you're related to Bram Stoker? Like
I did a stream on it. Do you know, Keith, or is that?
No, I don't know.
Sure?
I'm genuinely curious. So
it's kind of ridiculous because I'm related to Bram Stoker. I proved it. I used ancestry.com to prove it, but I'm actually related through my mother's side.
All right.
So my name Stoker is not the same Stoker that Bram Stoker has. So yeah, so he's my 11th cousin 4 times removed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's really neat.
Right.
It's ridiculous. But we're gonna go with it anyway.
Is Stoker like Jones? There's a whole bunch of Stokers out there.
It's not that popular of a name, but I guess there's enough out there that it's it's not all just one line. So yeah, pretty interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we'll take a look at that for sure. Let me just check with the chat as well again, because we are getting more people in. Peyton Holden is here. Please don't listen to Statistical Zero. He's feverish. Okay. Michael Bancroft's here. I even look like a young Bram. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's see. We got, I think we said hello to everybody so far. Cool. Good stuff. All right. So our first one here, we're going to look back at these campaigns and I want to get into them a little bit more. But first, I want to get into this. So I actually looked up Urban Legends of the White Mountains, because I thought this could be fun. So this is King Cryptid. He lives in the White Mountains, correct? And I'm making maybe jumping to some conclusions, but I'm going to guess that there are urban legends there that he's dealing with, or maybe not just the White Mountains, but were there like specific ones that you had in mind that existed already, or was it very just fictional based off of it?
There's several type of things that I'm basing off of certain things, and other things that I'm basing a little more directly on. But I'm curious as to the ones that are you're curious about.
I don't know. We'll see. So here's what the first one here is a haunted. So what it is, it's a hotel. that is in the White Mountains that is haunted. It started getting, let's see.
Oh yeah, it's ominous looking. It looks like the Overlook. I've seen that. Have
Oh,
you
you
seen
have-
that, Keith?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I haven't heard about this. No, I haven't seen
Oh,
this. Huh.
Yeah, the New England is haven for ghost stories because it was founded so long ago, and some of the houses and buildings have been standing there since the 1600s. All right, so here's the first one. So it's the Omni Mount Washington Hotel in the majestic White Mountains.
Obviously, there's not going to be a king cryptid, goes to the hotel.
Yeah, it
Hangs
hangs out.
issue. But,
It seemed far-fetched. To me. But apparently it just sort of people stopped going to the hotel, and then the innkeeper passed away, and now she haunts its halls. So there's the first one. Second one, does this river look familiar?
sure.
Does this horse look familiar?
It's haunted.
I know that horse.
At least the back of his head.
The curse of the Saco River. Yeah, I've heard of the Saco River. Is
Saco
it like
River.
that's people go down it on like tubes and stuff,
Yeah,
I
they
think.
kayak all the time.
Yeah.
Are
What's up with that river? Is
are
it
they
like
cursed?
a monster in it or
Yeah,
something?
did they disappear?
Well, apparently the river is shrouded in mystery. It runs 136 miles. Yeah, we don't need to know. Legend says that Chief Squando of the Saco tribe was canoeing in the, is it Saco or Saco?
I think it's Saco.
Saco
I've heard both.
River
Yeah.
with his
It's
wife.
like
and
Johnny
infant son.
Sacco.
Oh, that works for me. So he's with his wife and son in the late 1600s when 3 English sailors snatched the baby from the chief's wife and threw him into the river. Oh, that's
Wow.
harsh.
Oh, wow.
The white men were drunkenly claiming that the Native American infants were supposed to be strong swimmers, and they wanted to see if it was true. The mother rescued the baby, although he died just a few days later. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because of that, there's a curse. So a lot of people have died there. Apparently, there's no exact statistics or documentation of all the lives that Seiko has taken, as the legend goes back 300 years.
So here's the important question. So me as a black person, am I okay? Since it was white folks that threw him in the water,
I'm
so if
gonna
I
guess
go there, am I okay?
None of
hey,
us
these
are
are
safe.
important. These are important.
None of us.
These are important things to know.
Hey, I'm gonna.
Black people
I'm
don't
gonna
do well. Black people
Curses
do
don't
well with
discriminate.
curses.
Curses don't discriminate.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just trying to get the facts.
There's
I'm
only
trying
one
to
way to
get
know.
Equal opportunity killers.
Just trying to get the facts.
We could all go canoeing down the river and see who comes out the other side. Maybe we'll all
Black
die.
folks never survive that. I'm not doing it.
Oh no!
I'm not
Oh
doing it.
no! Okay, that'll lead us nicely to the next one, the Willy family tragedy. These are all going to be terrible.
I'd imagine so.
We
There
might
go
as
the
well.
curses.
We might as well. It's a good thing there's a friendly protector in the White Mountains, though, that's watching out for some nonsense like this.
Absolutely.
All right, so the Willy family tragedy was a terrible incident that took place in Crawford Notch. Do you guys know where that is?
Yeah.
A gorgeous mountain pass north of Jackson, New Hampshire.
Yep.
Crawford
Okay.
Notch is a large pass. The unfortunate incident that happened there is one of the most infamous legends in the White. Does this sound familiar at all?
Yeah. No, keep reading.
Not me.
You know what it has?
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
Like
not
scary
so
story?
far.
All right. It was 1825, and Samuel Willy Jr. moved his wife and children to Crawford Notch. A year later, one of the worst rainstorms the White Mountains had ever seen dropped right on top of them. The rain created a huge landslide, which tore apart the Willy family's land. The slide was split by a ledge, which left the Willy's house untouched. Ooh, interesting. The bodies of Mr. and Mrs. Willy, 2 hired hands, and 2 of the 5 children were found after the storm subsided. The other 3 children's bodies were never found. Dun, dun, dun. One can only imagine, but no one knows why the family wasn't in the house when the slide happened. I have a wild guess here.
Let's hear it.
Maybe they saw a mudslide and they were like, run, and they ran. And like, how would you know that your home would be safe? That seems logical to me.
Mm.
There is speculation why they headed for shelter. why they were headed for a shelter they had built to protect themselves under a nearby cliff. Obviously, they never made it. Okay, well, these are all just tragedies. I haven't really seen an urban legend yet.
I was trying to see, is the legend then that like the 3 bodies that weren't found are now haunting?
They like maybe
Yeah.
they're haunting the mountains.
Perhaps.
I'm gonna get this chief's name wrong. The legend of Chief
Chokura.
Chokura. Do you know this story?
No, but I understand
spoils
if you
it.
don't say his name
Okay.
right, the
Okay.
curse falls upon you.
Not sure if am I supposed to spoil or add like a or something to this?
Well, I don't know. It'd be better than me
I
reading
thought
it
that you were.
clumsily.
I thought you were having fun reading it. I thought everyone
Oh.
was having fun here. I'm
Yeah,
having
it's
fun
all-
reading it.
Okay,
and
it's
hearing
all
it along
good.
with you.
All right, so one of the main Native American legends on this list is the legend of Chief Chokura. We're gonna pretend that was said correctly. I heard this story when I was young, and it always stuck with me. It's a story of deceit and revenge, literally the backdrop of most Disney movies. What?
That's a weird way to lead into the story.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, where are we
Okay.
going with this?
Yeah.
Sounds like someone has a chip on their shoulder. There.
Right?
That's funny. Chief Chokura and his young son were living in what is now Tomworth, New Hampshire. Supposedly, this took place in the 1700s, but there's no living record of Chief Chokura, so there's really no way of knowing for sure. Chief Chokura was the leader of the man. This is hard.
Get it. You got it, man. Like, you got it.
Pepokatet tribe in the lush
Nailed it.
Holy
White
smokes.
Mountain Wilderness.
I think you should probably stop because you're going to be cursed by the time you read all of these things.
Or he's saying curses. We don't even realize he's saying curses.
Here we got
Goodness
we got
gracious.
Spencer here.
What's up, Spence?
Spencer,
What's up, dudes?
what's the name of
going
the
on?
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Name this tribe that's highlighted in blue.
I can barely even read that. Hang on a second.
You can't
Does that-
do possibly
does that say
a worse job
Pequot?
than Clint.
Hit. I don't know.
Pequawket?
Second.
Yeah, I think that's Pequawket.
Instantly
Heck, what cat?
cursed.
It's still like
But
okay.
he's like,
Yeah, because I thought it was
Heck-
holy smoke.
heck-
what is the
Pequawket?
one? No, Mashantucket Pequot is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That's the ones around here.
Well, we'll go with that.
But
Well,
that's why I
so-
was like, is that Pequawket?
It looks like Pequawket to me.
Yeah, like it's
Pequawket. All right. Well, the Pequawket that tribe was in the
This
lush.
poor Utah boy right here.
Was in
Them.
the lush.
yeah,
Here,
right.
here it's like the Utes. That's the Indian tribe here.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Of
say we
Of course
learned
it
about
is.
it.
You guys have like one syllable.
Yeah.
Blackfoot. You know, like those are. I can say those words.
Couple
All right,
of
so-
youths.
So the
Great.
tribe was in the wilderness. This much we know. The chief would often go on hunting excursions, and his young son would follow along. One day from home, the young boy was poisoned and returned home sick. He died soon after the incident, and the chief blamed some white settlers that lived nearby because, I mean, it was likely. Let's face it. The Campbells
Couldn't have
were
been the dad he went out with.
there's no way of knowing. The Campbells were one of the families in the settlement. Cornelius Campbell was away from his family for a few days following the boy's death, and the chief firmly believed his son was poisoned by the Campbells on purpose. In an act of revenge, he killed the Campbell family, and Cornelius returned to find his family slaughtered in their beds. This is horrifying.
Heir to the soup throne.
After burying his family,
They have a
Cornelius and the
picture of this
settlers.
guy, they were saying that there's no documentation that he ever lived. Meanwhile, they have a picture, they have a name, they have a story.
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Other than this whole dossier we have on him.
Right? And they're like, we named this whole mountain after this guy. There's no documentation of ever living.
No one knows, but here's
One of
his
them
picture.
urban legends you hear about.
That's funny. Cornelius and the settlers rallied to end the reign of the murderous chief. They chased him up the mountain, now named Mount. What's that word, Spencer? Chokura, and he yelled for the chief to jump off the cliff. He refused, and Cornelius shot him fatally. I'm waiting for the legend, this
I
horrible
love that
story.
you call on the whitest guy in the group to read everything.
Because you'll probably get cursed.
Because
Yeah.
Connecticut is right next to New Hampshire as well.
Yeah, I was trying to think too, because we were taught around here that the Mashantucket Pequots branched out into a bunch of other tribes, but I'm sure a lot of that was probably BS. But Foxwoods has a whole museum that they funded for it. But
Yeah,
I
this
think
is,
they kind of
full
started
of,
up north and made their way down.
full of
not the other
Disney
way around.
cliches. This story is.
Yeah.
the Disney cliche where everyone dies at the end.
Yeah, and,
Like,
and
yeah.
revenge and killed in your beds. And...
Like every Disney movie we've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah, that one Disney movie where they kill a whole family while they're sleeping.
Yeah, right. The Disney slasher movie.
That's my kid's favorite.
They used to be so much better.
Classic. This is here's the legend part though. While the chief was falling, he was casting curses against the settlers, and it was said,
Badass.
Yeah. It's like Doctor Strange in it.
"Could that be awesome?"
Cursed. You're cursed too. Hey, you're standing next to that dude. You're
They
cursed
say he
also.
fell for a solid 12 minutes.
Right?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was the tallest horse ever.
we have no evidence though.
Yeah. No
there-
picture
there
of the
he is.
horse. Just the drawing on his belt.
Oh, so this is the next
Oh, that's
chief.
not okay. That's not Chokura.
This is another chief. So we
Oh,
gotta-
okay.
let's
Pass
take
the
it.
column.
Let's take a commercial break from the chief though.
An approximation of what the
Did you
chief might have looked
first?
like.
I'm having a feeling, Clint, that you did not vet this article before you brought it up. on
Yeah.
So I had no time. We just whipped it out and
He just Googled urban legends, White Mountains. And it's like, okay, we're reading it. It's like
the article
none
is
of
it.
this is about urban legends and
We're having-
monsters.
Here's
We're
this
having-
urban legend about an evil Indian. I don't know where this is going.
but we're having so much fun though. But this segment is brought to you by King Cryptid number 1.
Don't drag
through
me
4.
into this crap.
Yeah. The source material. Oh my god.
If
No, it is
if you're
not.
tired of curses in the White Mountains, you should check out King Cryptid 1 through 4. Back it now. I don't know if
we
I
all
should
know where
refresh
the
this.
murderous Indian issue is going to come from.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do, chat. When you back a campaign, tell us the campaign you backed and your backer number, and we will all salute you, applaud you, and blow kisses, whatever it
Yeah.
takes.
I
To
have
make
a
sure you
gun
get-
for desk pops.
I
I
just
can't
want you
do
to
that
know.
here. I don't want Clint's channel getting banned.
The other guys, yeah. So do back King Cryptid. Quick commercial break. Let's see, Magna and the Posse, 2 books, fantastic artwork. I'm gonna post this. It could be in the White Mountains. I mean, if you squint. I don't know. This is outdoor, right?
John, you see what he's doing?
those are
This is,
out here?
this is an outdoor comic book.
That's actually Idaho.
Idaho,
That's a great
okay, okay.
pitch for the hiking types.
We got to talk about that. Mighty Mascots, lest we forget.
Yeah,
I want to post this link as well.
Let's go.
We're
Any
in
articles
relaunch.
about cereal, Clint?
Yeah.
We're getting into cereal next.
Cereal and
There's a
Disney
little bit of
and
overlap with New
Strange
Hampshire
things
people
and
murdered in their
cereal.
beds.
and
look
breakfast
up,
cereal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone Google strange things in cereal, and then Clint can read those things.
we'll do that.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna find the biggest cereal conspiracy all roots back to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
yeah. We will do it. Mighty Mascots 7, 8, and 9. Keith, I did not give you some time, so why don't you go ahead and pitch this for us now while we're at it?
Definitely. Everybody out there that might not be aware of Mighty Mascots, basically about a group of cereal mascots brought to life by a 3D printing accident, and they become a super cereal team for justice. Basically, it's if you took a Saturday morning cartoon and jammed it with a Marvel comic from the 80s, basically. So a lot of fun, a lot of superhero action, all ages, but not all ages in like a YA kind of way, all ages in the traditional way. We got the next 3 issues. We're gonna have 3 variant covers for this campaign. We're also gonna have a Honey Flakes branded pirate eye patch. There's a lot of cool little things that we're gonna have in the campaign here. And then also issue 7, we're going to be introducing new head of mascots crime division called Grunt Calhoun, who's basically
Not here.
basically like a Commissioner Gordon, but for mascots, basically, and then in 8 and 9 we're going to be doing like a big kaiju type battle for 2 issues.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get these issues out to you guys.
That is awesome. Very cool. I love Mighty Mascots for several reasons. One of them is that my kids love Mighty Mascots. That always makes me happy. But
yeah, when you told me about that, I was like psyched. That was really cool.
Seriously loved it. It's so good. It went over very well. So I'm really excited for these next 3 issues. Be sure to sign up for the pre-launch page so you can support Mighty Mascots. I do have to recognize though, Alex VRB says, I backed Dracula this afternoon, number 221.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Really appreciate you, Alex. You are the man or woman.
So Keith, I got Mighty Mascots in one of Pete's I think deals last year. I think I got like the first 4 issues.
Because you demanded it campaign, right?
Because you demanded it. Exactly. And here you have 7, 8, and 9, but do you have I still need to get like 5 and 6.
Yeah, all the previous issues will be available on the campaign, which is good. And then we're going to do a digital for all 9 issues too. So if anybody overseas that wants to check it out without paying the ridiculous shipping to go over there, they can get it digitally. But yeah, we'll offer everything that's come before. So if new readers want to jump on, they can.
Sweetness.
Beautiful. ID Crisis, everyone, round of applause.
ID Crisis.
Yes.
King Cryptid backer number
Crisis.
279.
279.
Hit that goal tonight.
Awesome.
That is what we're talking about. Alex VRB
Thank you,
also
Alex.
says, man,
Alex.
I just got King Cryptid too.
Nice.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Let's in that case
Keep Clint employed.
Yeah. Let's keep me working. Let's refresh King
Or
Cryptid.
he's gonna be shipped to that haunted hotel.
Boom.
Right.
There we go.
We're getting close.
Holy.
240 away.
Wow.
240
this is
away.
Really close. You if you haven't backed King Cryptid, please do. And there's this
That's
box.
like 2 that's like 2 opening day bundles, man.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
and if you back today too, even though the first 24 hours are over, anyone that backs during today, the 26th, is still going to get the day 1 backer bonus, which is that 11x17 Christian Rossi poster. So if you back during the show, obviously that counts too. So you'll be getting that. Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Tonight's the night.
Yeah. And the opening day bundle, same thing. If you don't back it by today, tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm taking that down and that's it. And whether they all sold out or not, that bundle's gone. And I'm not going to do any more sketch cover commissions on this campaign. So if you want a sketch cover commission from me, that's the place to get it. Usually the sketch cover commissions I do sell pretty much 125, 150. So it's kind of like you're getting the sketch cover and everything else for free. So if you're really thinking of doing that, go for it.
Good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, do
29
back
of those
it.
guys left too.
Yeah, they're this one right here.
Yeah, the opening day one.
There's fewer than 30. 29 left.
Yeah.
They're running out. So yeah, do back it. Oh, here we go. Randy says, last night King Cryptid backer ID 46 and 129. Those are 2
Hell
backers.
yeah, yep. Thank you,
Yeah.
Randy.
A double
good.
clap.
Nice.
Back at
Statistical
twice.
0. Already backed Dracula, backer number 11. Wow, that was fast. And King Cryptid backer 39. They can hit my mailbox anytime now. Good job.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah, well, we got to keep an eye on this. I mean, this is so close. If you haven't backed it yet, I'm going to post the link, but spread the word because when this hits 15K,
Sick.
party.
The spam bots have
Oh
showed
man,
up.
you get them too.
my word.
Sweet.
Oh,
What do I do?
He's on a tear. He's naked and he's in HD.
Put user in timeout. There we go.
You got
Yeah,
a curse?
Yeah.
That
Just
was
time him
a
out for now.
porn-
He might be a real person
That's
next time.
hilarious.
The porn curse of
You're far
New
more
Hampshire,
lenient than
the
me.
White
I'm just like
Mountains.
block.
Yeah.
Oh, I
to that.
didn't know how to.
Clint's
look
gonna
at
give
it.
the,
5
the
minutes. Let
porn
him
bot
cool
a
off.
second chance.
Yeah. Let them
Maybe
cool
he'll
off,
come
take
back
care
with
of
some-
business, and
Yeah.
then they'll calm down and join the chat like
Maybe
a nice
he'll back.
responsible adult.
Yeah.
come back with constructive comments.
They apologize and then
Yeah.
say backer number whatever.
I don't want to do this. It's just
Backer
a
number
job,
301.
man.
That's so funny.
Yeah, backer number 301.
I
I
love
just
it.
put King Cryptid over. Thanks, Naked HD.
Got another back here for Dracula ID Crisis, backer number 228. Thank you so much, ID Crisis. Love it. Beautiful. We got to. I've got Dracula news we got to talk about too. So why don't we rotate over to Dracula?
It's also National Dracula Week.
Oh, the whole week?
Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh, this is even better. So I'm going to post the
other Dracula news.
Totally not planned at all, right?
Honestly not at all.
That's so strange.
This book needs to raise enough money for Clint to buy the actual corpse of Bram Stoker. So you guys really got to come through on this one, because I got to imagine that's easily like 20,000.
Yeah,
at least.
It's funny. I saw a picture today because I was following the hashtag and just to see how many people were talking about it. And apparently they have Bram Stoker's ashes in an urn somewhere on a shelf.
That tracks.
Yeah,
we should steal them.
Some dude took a picture with it. I don't know where it's at.
Your birthright heist. We have to assemble a team and steal your great cousin's ashes.
Yeah, we'll do that. AL says I backed already. I was number 61. Thank you, AL.
Nice.
Really appreciate the support. All right, I'm going to refresh this one then, since I know we got a new backer. Oh, there it goes. Did go through.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. While we're talking about Dracula, though, Eric Canetti posted this. I got to show this off. So this is his process. Like, this is the first one he sent me. He said, "Hey, I'm thinking something like this." And I said, "I'd love it. Let's do it." And then he sent me this one, which is
also the art is good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, wow. Fantastic. This one, this is, I mean, to me, this looks finished, but obviously not colored yet. He's got the bat in the background there, and then here's the finished piece. So it's just always fun to see the process. He just did such a great job on that cover. It's great. And yes, it is World Dracula Day. And there's an article on how you can celebrate it. We don't have to look through the article, but I'm just proving that it is Dracula.
All these
Day.
websites look like you made them yesterday. oh my mag! Come on, Clint. You're not fooling anybody.
This was the biggest conspiracy ever that I created a Dracula Day.
Got all of Romania behind it.
The hashtag. I had to promote it in advance so that I could sneak in my campaign. I love it.
Your last name isn't even Stoker. What's going on? Just messing around.
Yeah, my mag is Clint's wife's blog.
I think I'm going to start National Cereal Day for the end of July.
Yeah, my name is actually Clint Jones.
Really make sure it lines up, Keith.
Yeah.
Jefferson Roswell says, "Can you share more about the crossover story with Narwhal's Nosferatu?" Yeah, I'll tell you, it's there's a crossover in Nosferatu and there's a crossover in Dracula, and both of them are just 3-page stories. They're very short, but they're both just lighthearted and fun. So the story that's in Dracula is Dracula and Nosferatu go to the dentist, and it's basically just like a sitcom. So they're fun. I don't want to give away too much because it's only 3 pages, but yeah, super fun to just play those characters. So appreciate you asking.
So you have to buy both.
Ooh, Razmaz says, "I backed King Cryptid, backer number 249 today. Let's go."
Thank you, Razmaz.
Nice.
Thank you.
So earlier today, I'm assuming, but that's fantastic. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is Bram Stoker's Dracula celebration, so it worked out.
Is it like the anniversary of the book's release?
Yeah, 125 years, they said.
Okay. Still sucks after all these years.
So somebody was posting, the novel was so boring.
Yeah, it's not a very good book. Like it really isn't. Like I get why it's iconic and everything, but it's like a slog to get through. Like,
it was for its time, like big.
Yeah, probably
But,
read like lightning, and people were like, "What is this insane man talking about?" But
yeah.
doesn't translate 100-something years later.
Yeah. Well, then I responded. I was like, "Well, try this one out," and posted my link. I was just following that hashtag like crazy.
I'm starting National Dracula Sucks Day.
That'll be next week. Just wait next week.
Yeah, we'll really draw it out. That'll be the closer.
There we
Wait
go.
till the campaign's over. There you go.
There we go. All right, so let's look at Magna and the posse. I don't know. What should we look? I want to look at. Let's look through some tiers because we can actually do that on all the campaigns. The artwork, we scrolled through it. It looks great.
Thank you.
This is the trifecta. So why don't you let me see how many there are. Run us through them like we're in a slow moving elevator.
All right.
Say that. Okay.
Sounds good in the stalled elevator. So the trifecta, if you want to get volumes 1, 2, and 3, or 1 and 2 of Magna and volume 1 also of the posse, you can get it all in one fell swoop. Understand though, volume 1, if you pick the trifecta, you're getting a reprint of, so it's second printing of volume 1.
That's
and
fair.
then you get volume 2. You can choose from the 3 cover options of volume 2, and also for the posse volume 1, you can choose from the 3 cover options.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Digital speaks for itself.
Exactamundo.
Digital books. All right.
That's right.
Beanies. These are really cool looking beanies. I like the sort of two-tone where you could have the color on the inside. That's cool.
Yeah, I worked with Shay, and she is a queen of merch.
Yeah.
And just at the end of the day, I always loved, just like the Alterna beanie. I love that one. I made a beanie for the first Magna campaign, and just having the opportunity to do this reversible beanie was really exciting. I was like, okay, this I would most definitely wear. So you get a reversible beanie, either for Magna or the posse. Good stuff.
Very, very cool. First printing.
So for volume 1, we only have a limited number of the first printings left. So only 18 left of that first printing for this cover. So basically, if you want to get a first printing, you need to go in through one of these first printing tiers, and then you can add on anything else that you want to add on.
Cool. We got to stop here for 1 second because I see Corey Landis backer number 280 for the King Cryptid opening day bundle.
Nice.
Corey, I don't know if that was just now. We'll refresh
Thank you,
it.
Corey.
So.
Yeah, I think it was just now.
Nice,
Beautiful.
Corey.
Oh, super close.
Heck yeah.
Super close. 110 away.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, you're just right about there.
Holy cow.
Oh man.
That is so awesome.
Thank you so much.
Get in there and jump in. We're going to talk more King Cryptid.
One more opening day bundle, and Pete's gonna have to spin that beanie around Sylvester Stallone style. We're about to go over the top, boys. Oh, hell yes.
Nice.
Always on point, Pete.
Beautiful. Love to see it.
Amazing.
So cover 2, first printing. Let's see. These are first printings.
Yes, so cover 2 and cover 3.
Cover 3.
Those are the ones that we have remaining.
Yeah, so if you're the diehard collector.
Yeah,
Volume
exactly.
2.
And then for
So-
the posse, you can choose between the 3 covers. If you're not getting one of the other bundles, you can choose between the 3 cover options.
Yeah.
And then there's t-shirts, and I love these shirts. There's a couple of options for
Wow.
Magna, and then a couple of options for the posse.
Beautiful. Good stuff. Great looking book too. So I'm going to post a
Appreciate it,
link here. If you're looking to look, oh my goodness, it's $1 away from 2,000. That is
Let's do it. Let's get to 2,000.
so doable. Let me post a
$1
link
away.
here. If
The
you're
odd
if
numbers,
you're feeling
man.
left out, you
Yeah.
back Dracula, you back King Cryptid already. Consider backing Magna and the posse because you'll be a hero. You'll be celebrated here.
Celebrated
Celebrated. All right,
in
King
the
Cryptid.
halls.
In the halls.
Yes.
King Cryptid, we're gonna do the same kind of thing. I guess what it is that I'm getting at is I want to look at the different items because I know on crowdfunding campaigns. All right, hold
They're
on.
back. They're back.
This is
See,
You
you
didn't
try
block.
doing it the nice way.
Yeah. You have such a good heart, Clint.
I just blocked
Now you
user
gotta
and
be
it says
mean.
an error occurred. Try refreshing the page. Are you kidding me?
Oh man, he's a YouTube insider.
Block user, please.
This is
It's
Susan.
not working.
I'll
Oh
see
my
if I could do it
gosh.
as a mod.
Man, he's giving us kisses and stuff now.
Ridiculous. At least back a campaign bot.
I wonder who the streamer is that recommends.
Brian brought his posse.
I like to do. It's just like it's nothing really illicit. It's just girls here. Streamer recommends.
It's not working for me. I got it. I think I got
Clint,
it.
you getting a kickback from that?
That's amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks like I was
It's
able
like
to
it's
block
not
it.
working for me because I
Did it
won't
work when
log
you
out.
blocked it?
Yeah, it looked like I was able to block it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
Good.
blocked for 5 minutes. What?
Is that
Yeah,
what
it
it
just
says?
says, yeah, it just says blocked for 5 minutes.
That's
No.
not what I recommended.
I
This
at
monster
don't
is going to
understand
haunt
what's
the
happening.
show.
Okay. Well, guys, let's be
Blocked with
vigilant.
Prejudice.
Vigilant
Yeah.
with the porn bots. Jeez. All right. So opening day bundle. I want to look at the box. I saw the box.
I got the box.
I backed
Yeah.
the
You
box.
want to see the box?
Let's
Show
see
us
Hell
the
yeah.
box.
Here's the box.
in
It
the big
arrived
screen.
today. It was supposed to get here either tomorrow or Saturday, and it actually arrived here today.
Damn, that
So-
looks so cool.
Every
That-
square inch of this thing is covered.
So are you shipping it in this box or is this
No,
box
no. This
inside
is a
box?
collectible box. This goes
Okay.
inside. This is carefully. This is going to be shrink wrapped and then carefully packed inside the
Ooh.
box.
The
That's
nesting egg
nice.
of boxes.
That's
So
nice.
as you can see when the
Oh,
flap
hey,
opens,
look at that. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
He
King
sees
Cryptid
us.
looking at you.
Crisp
Yeah,
folded
that's
edges.
super cool.
Beautiful full color.
Oh,
Alex
I
Jovich's
love it.
art, and then we got Kier Covington with Christian Rossi on the colors, and on the inside too, you see the King Cryptid,
Nice.
and also on the little flaps here, you got King Cryptid right there.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, this thing is great. The only problem with it is it's king size, which I guess works out, right? I thought it was going to be the size of the Alterna collector case,
Mhm.
but it's about an inch bigger because of the fact that the dimensions and the cardboard that are secured to the top of the flaps are a little thicker than the box for the Alterna one. So it adds about maybe a half inch to an inch or so, but it's still pretty much just as thick. It'll hold about 20 comics, and it's just a little taller. But what's nice, let me see, about this is that when we have the 5 box set out, because we're going to put one out every single year, it's going to make an overall image, and it's on the campaign too,
Oh,
so
that's
we can
cool.
actually see it. But yeah, this way when
Yeah.
you put it on there, it connects and creates a whole image, and every box is going to be different too.
I
We'll have the
love it.
previous
That's
boxes
awesome.
available.
That is
too.
awesome.
Amy's Birdhouse says, I'm King Cryptid backer number
Let's go.
281.
Oh, thank you, Amy.
Hey,
Is that-
Amy.
Was that the next one? Do I refresh this? Eric Housel also
super
said,
close.
that's a beauty, Pete. I
Yeah,
got
she
that
was going to
opening
get a
bundle."
T-shirt, so that might push you over.
Yeah,
Oh,
she got a shirt.
Let's go.
It pushes us into the 900
Oh.
range, so we are less than
Oh,
100
nice.
bucks.
Oh my
awesome.
word, so close.
Very close.
Be the hero today. If you have not backed King Cryptid, this is the perfect opportunity for you to do it. Fantastic. Can I tell you something that I realized when you launched King Cryptid? I mean, I'd known it was coming. I was thinking about it, but when I saw the campaign, it struck me that this is essentially like a superhero, but not in the city. Like he's the rural superhero.
Yeah.
I don't know how accurate that is, but that's really cool because I've thought about that for years. Like, why don't they ever do superheroes that are?
And he's in the mountains,
Yeah,
He's not in the swamp. He's not Swamp Thing,
Yeah.
It's he's in the mountains. And the thing with this guy is that, yeah, in a way you could say that he's an amalgamation of a couple different things, but I think a lot of characters are like that anyway.
Mhm.
But he's very unique with a lot of different things, especially about his power set, the stuff that goes on in his world. It's sci-fi fantasy. There's a little bit of horror in there. It's all adventure, but there's all these other elements in there that make his world entirely unique. And all these other kind of creatures, and just the way that the comic is told, the story, it's such a throwback style. There's nothing about this that is writing for the trade. There's nothing about this that's this decompressed storytelling crap where you're getting like a slice of the issue and you read it and go, oh, what even happened there? They could have that's not even a proper story. This is every single issue is a proper story, a full story, complete 3-act, whatever it may be within that issue. And if we don't, even when we have the 3-parters, like issues 10, 11, and 12, 2 years from now, it's Killer King is what the story arc is going to be called. And even then, those issues can still be enjoyed singularly. They just have more to do with each other.
I love that you're planned out that far too. That's awesome.
Oh, I'm planned out real far. I'm planned out real far. I got about 25 issues outlined, and so that's easily the 5 or 6 years. And then I've got about 60 plus story ideas already mapped out. And then if I really totaled up every single thing I'm writing down to have future story ideas to flesh them out, I easily have over 100 issues of material to do.
That's awesome.
So like I said, I'm doing this the rest of my life. And this revolutionary kind of system of being able to go right to the reader, of being able to communicate with them just like this, it's completely is what is allowing me to do this. The diamond system, forget it. We would do like 4 or 5 issues of this, and I'd say I can't lose any more money on this.
Well,
That's how that would be.
34 cents on the dollar, maybe.
It's horrible. You know, and you'd be begging the retailers, please order the book. And maybe they do, but then you find out they just ordered it for the person on the pull list and they don't put any on the shelf. We've been through that. We did 12 years of that nonsense. This is a completely different system, a completely different world at this point. And I'm so excited to be able to actually do this. To me, this is the greatest time in my comics career to be able to not just be a publisher of amazing books like Voidwalker, Can't Kill Cade, Mighty Mascots, Downcast, etc., but also to be able to put my own book out and actually say, I'm going to work on this for forever. As long as there is blood pumping through my veins, I am working on this book.
Amen.
I love it.
I'm so stoked for you to be back to it, man. Like, I can still remember when you told us, like, I have an idea and I'll show you guys when I'm ready to. And I was like, hell yes. And it's seeing it come together has been awesome. The preview pages are absolutely kick-ass. Pete shows us stuff in our little Alterna group chat, and it is insane. You guys are starting to get to see some of it now in the campaign, and it's
been so great working with these guys. I mean, Christian Rossi, you know what it's like working with Christian. It's amazing. Nick Hunter's been fantastic. Alex Jovich is great. Kier has been unbelievable, just so supportive. He's just been all out, just in love with this character as well. These guys have made this possible as well, and I'm so glad to have them on these first 4 issues especially, and I hope that there's many more issues with them all to come.
That's awesome.
Pete, is it a all ages book like Mighty Mascots?
I would consider it.
Yeah,
it's definitely more intense thematically and philosophically than Mighty Mascots.
Gotcha.
But I would honestly, with the comics we grew up with, I would say, it's all ages. You know, there's these comics that we grew up with that dealt with very serious themes and had a lot of stuff involved to make you either, go to the encyclopedia, go to the dictionary, think a bit, look up a topic, whatever it might have been. But they never just were like, oh, this is strictly for kids or this is strictly for adults. Yeah. Somewhere along the line, comics decided that they didn't want to necessarily just be for kids, and they decided to put this kind of age rating system through, get a little edgier, and they gotten more and more and more edgier since. I would view King Cryptid appropriate. To compare it to modern times, I would say 12 and up is good. But honestly, you could give King Cryptid to a 6 or 7 year old, and unless you're very, very precious about what it is that they're consuming, which in that point, I mean, you're probably having them watch Baby Shark till they're 9 years old.
And some kids love monsters,
I'll tell you that all kids are gonna love the monster book and King Cryptid. They're gonna
say you're hard pressed to find the kid that
hide
doesn't
the book,
like them.
whatever it may be. If they get it from like a cool older sibling or an aunt or uncle or whatever, or someone in the family or a friend who's interested in comics and they get them the book, they're gonna love the book. There's no strong language in the book. There's no cursing or anything like that. the action and the violence that's there, it's not gratuitous gore or anything like that. It's not
Yeah,
excessive.
you don't have like blood flying everywhere.
Yeah, there's not like entrails all over the
Yeah.
place. This isn't
Gotcha.
Voidwalker.
Whoops.
And those books are great, but we label them as such. They're for mature readers.
Yeah, they're
but
for
King
kids
Cryptid's
with
not like
delinquent parents. No.
and kids love that stuff too. I would have loved Voidwalker as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
have
I
a
wouldn't
problem at
necessarily have
shows
had to hide it, but
having to turn little kids away from Voidwalker and like preface their parents with it a lot. Like, they can totally read it if you don't mind. Like,
yeah. I
Look
mean,
at
if
it
anything,
first.
the most intense thing about King Cryptid is the philosophical elements, because he is an immortal and he's dealing with issues not in a black and white way. He's dealing with issues with a lot of perspective, and that even when there are truly evil, sinister type characters, he does try to give them the benefit of the doubt. He does try to work through it and tries to pick his battles as best he can. But does that mean that when push comes to shove, like King Cryptid would not hesitate to kill to save a life? Yeah, he would kill. So he's not necessarily that level of he's got a code. He's not like a Batman who's like, oh, if I pass through. He's a far different creature, and he used to be a person, but he hasn't been a person for so long. He's far above. He's almost like a demigod at this point. That it's a difference. There is no internal battle of, oh, there's a line I must not cross. He knows what the line is. He knows sometimes it does need to be crossed, and he will cross it, but it won't be willy-nilly just all over the place. Even though he has the power to kill, he has the power to destroy in a great capacity. 7'2", 400 pounds. This thing, when he's fully powered on the night of a full moon, he can lift like 10, 12 tons. He's fast as all hell. He could go 200 miles an hour through flight. So he can just do a lot of massive destruction. But with that power, it comes some great responsibility. So he does yield that and is aware of that. And he does his best to try to maintain that balance. But that's why on the night of a new moon, when his power set is low, and that curse will start to take over if he does not recharge and reheal in that cosmic spring inside of that cave, he will turn again into the feral King Cryptid, kind of like a werewolf transformation in a way. He gets all snarly and twisted. His eyes go red. He just becomes ravenous and kills and eats pretty much everything in sight until he's recharged. He does not want to get back into that state, so he does a lot of things. He goes to great lengths to not return to that state. Because that again is what he's trying so hard to redeem himself for. But it's really, I think it's a lot of stuff that even though he is a creature, he's an immortal, he's all these other things, he's also, I think, very relatable because he's trying to make his own little corner in the world as best as he possibly can. And I think that's what we all try to do with our life. He's not someone that's out there and he can do everything and be everywhere all at once. Even a character like Superman can't do that. And I've always thought that that's been an interesting point that no writer I've ever seen really touch upon, is the fact that Superman can do amazing things, but he can never be everywhere all at once. And when you have a character that has a big heart, cares about people, and they know if I save this one person, that means I'm condemning this other person to death, the toll that would take upon your psyche eventually is unimaginable. So for King Cryptid, he's a character that's gained perspective through that, whereas Superman has not been necessarily an immortal yet. Maybe if Superman was 500, 1,000 years old, he would gain this level of perspective that, look, stop beating yourself up. You can do what you can. And that's the same thing here with King Cryptid. And I think that's with all of us. We do what we can.
Yeah. Well, we have to spotlight Brian Christogal for being backer number 282. And thank you so much.
All right, B.
Applaud you. Don't bring your bot with you though next time. That's all I gotta say.
Oh man, we are so close.
Yeah, that's a new backer. So I'm. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Holy smokes!
Come on now.
This is
$11
Let's go.
away.
$11, people.
Make this man spin his hat.
one backer. Come on. Hello, Lloyd Burton. Let's see. Thanks for the card packs out of the campaign. I missed out on those the other day.
Yeah, I rerouted that from the higher tiers, and I might end up still rerouting a couple more depending on where it goes, because everyone I'm finding is doing a wonderful job at this point of making their own bundles and doing the add-on thing, which is great because I hate putting together larger bundles and I'm like, what goes in it? What doesn't? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I might end up really eliminating a lot of those to open up the packs singularly. But thank you so much, guys.
Absolutely. Man, next person that backs really is going to put this over 15K. So consider it. consider backing King Cryptid. Maybe you already did, but now you're looking at these T-shirts and
You want to be the guy to put it over?
Yeah,
That's right.
get a T-shirt.
Little
Hello, Don
bragging
Shin
rights
is
there for
here
someone.
too.
Hey,
Don,
Don.
be
Hey,
the golden
Don.
boy.
Great
Poor
to see you,
girl.
Don. Good stuff. All right, yeah, do check it out. Back King Cryptid, and you will all your wildest dreams will come true.
And that's a
post
promise.
that. you can count on that.
We have to talk about your marketing after the show.
We just had a meeting about this.
I've talked about don't overpromise and underdeliver. That is like the epitome of over. You back this, all of your wildest
hey,
dreams will come.
Whoever backs this and gets this to 15K is going to get superpowers.
There we
I
go.
can't tell you which ones.
It could
You won't
good,
be
it could
cursed
bad.
if you back.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, let's shift gears to Dracula now because I gotta promote Dracula too.
Absolutely.
This book has been a ton of fun to write. Donald, I mean, first off, both covers are amazing. I was always struggling to figure out which one is my favorite. Here's the Kelsey Shannon cover, which he calls the American Psycho cover.
I like
That's
that.
what he calls it. Really good stuff. Here's the Eric Canetti cover. We saw the process that he posted on Twitter before. Absolutely amazing. Love that cover. Interior art by Donald DeLay. Donald was so great to work with on this. I specifically picked Donald because of those old Vlad the Impaler images that were wood cut or whatever they're called, images, wood block, whatever. They're amazing. And so I wanted to get him on because he has such a great stylistic style. And even then he tuned it in to make it look just right for this book. So I know everybody's going to love this book. Yeah, it's black and white because that serves the story best. They're hardcover books. And yeah, super fun book. I think I cannot wait for people to read it. I think you're going to love it.
Clint, what's is it like a modern take of Dracula? What's the storyline? Like, what's your take on it?
Yeah, it is. It's a modern take. It's not like retelling Dracula or anything like that. I've been saying it's an ode to the classic Dracula.
Okay.
And so it's really just, I thought, hey, I'm going to use obviously Dracula, John Harker's in it, Mina's in it. I've got, characters from the original, but I've adjusted them for a modern setting. So this is as though Dracula was just alive today and what things would be like there. So it's a different story, but there's a lot of little nods to the original. And it's been a ton of fun. I think people are going to love this book. I'm really excited to get it to people. And it's also finished at the printer. We're ready to ship this thing. It'll probably be early August.
Wow, that's awesome.
Looks like Clint gets to keep his job now too.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Let's jump over to King Cryptid. Yeah, I saw people pointing it out. So let's refresh it and make it official.
Bummer.
There we go.
Nice.
270 backers, fully funded.
Thank you guys
Love it.
so much, man. Oh man,
That is
holy
awesome.
That's an
smokes!
awesome job.
Holy smokes! 25 hours in, pretty much almost on the dot. Thank you guys.
That's
Beautiful.
crazy. Awesome, Pete.
That's
Good
well
job.
deserved. Though, Pete.
Congrats.
Well deserved.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
missed the
love it.
absolute anarchy of last night because I was coordinating picking up books today and checked the campaign right before I went to bed and was like, God damn!
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, I was like, I must have missed a banger.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So stoked for you though, and I'm
so
excited
quick.
to read it myself finally, and not just
Thank you, man.
4 pages of every
Same.
issue.
Yeah, Kier. Yeah, we did it. We did it.
Did
Yes.
it, Eric Halza? Okay. I needed that T-shirt. Backer number 287.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Congrats to the whole team. I'm excited to see all your guys' individual issues.
Love it. Razmaz, is Dracula in a coffee shop complaining about the patriarchy? No. In fact, he is the patriarchy.
That's how you sell a book.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Have him feel bad for being a vampire.
Yeah, he's got to correct something. I don't know. Well, King Cryptid hit its goal, but there's no reason to stop there. Keep supporting King Cryptid. Support your boy Peter Cimetti because he's I mean, this is the start of something beautiful and epic.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
Get
forward.
in on the ground floor here.
Absolutely. Yeah, those first printings, you won't ever have to be looking for them on eBay. You will have them here. So yeah, get into that. Get into Dracula. I think you're gonna love that book. I'm so excited to get it out to people. Magna and the Posse also up. I didn't see anyone posting that they backed it.
Maybe have you given it a refresh? Maybe
let's do it.
Still went up regardless.
Ooh, there's still
let's get that. Let's get that going. Let's get the
$1. I'm gonna post the link. Oh, I just posted. No, I didn't. Here we go. Posting the link. Do check it out. Lots of good stuff here too. If you need clothing, you're set tonight because there's t-shirts on all 3 of these campaigns.
So if you're naked, you don't have a shirt.
In a couple months, you will.
In a couple months, just hang out. You don't have a shirt. Your head cold. In a couple months, you have a beanie.
Yeah.
T-shirts,
Beanies. Once you
beanies,
read the comic,
or stay naked and just buy the books. Then you can at least be entertained.
Yeah, no judging.
That's an
no
option.
judging here.
That's a real option.
You know, nudists are welcome to back the books.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mighty Mascots, one of my favorite series through Alterna.
We're in a pre-launch right now for 7, 8, 9. Definitely sign up. Early backers and first day backers will get an exclusive sticker. And this is issue 7, 8, and 9. We'll have 3 variant covers, one for each issue. Along
Is that
with
like a buffed up sugar bear?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Boxer Bear going nuts.
Keith, you should market Mighty Mascots as you've heard of serial killers. How about serial heroes?
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
No, don't do that.
No, that's well, my tagline
that was
on
bad.
my banner says
He's just trolling us with horrible ideas.
No, don't do that.
I'm
on
like,
my,
oh, no,
banner
get
says
serious.
they used to just save breakfast, which I think is a clever little tagline.
The thing that's nice though, Keith, is that I've been backing so many great indie books, but a lot of them are so adult oriented. Like just the theme. So it's like sometimes, like even with my kids, I'm like, nope, you can't read Kill Journal. Nope, you can't read this. Nope, you can't read that. But it's like, have at it.
Yeah,
so I kind of have. I've had to kind of put a box together.
Of just
that,
different
that
like,
my kids can
kid-friendly.
dig into.
Well, even when I do get like on the lower image there on the left there, like even when I am dipping into like darker subject matter, like I'm very careful about like I told Ian to, when he draws the dead duck mascot, to put like X's in his eyes and like, you know what I mean, like that, like just a cartoon kind of thing, like no blood, like, so I'm very aware of that, but I also want it to appeal to like older readers too, and be like, oh, someone died in this, people can die in this mascot universe too, you know what I mean, like, so it's not all like,
well, I mean, we were all watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit when we were kids,
right? Yeah,
right? You watch it now and you're like, oh, some of that's questionable.
Oh yeah,
right.
But it's like, stick to that, you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my guide is if this wasn't if this couldn't be in a Spider-Man comic, then I can't do it. You know what I mean? Or Batman comic of like the 70s or 80s, that kind of thing.
Oh my god, is that what we're
like
supposed
to
to be
point,
doing?
they had very adult themes. They just weren't super graphic about it, but they still dealt with very adult themes.
Right.
I go back
Like,
to some of those comics, I'm like, oh man. Ooh,
I looked through all of Spider-Man and I didn't see a dong once. I've made a lot of mistakes.
But there's a certain tone, like I also use like the Batman animated series as a guideline for like content,
That's a good benchmark.
That is.
Yeah.
I just cover the niche audience at Alterna that wants to see all the terrible things that nobody else wants to talk about.
But that's good too, but it's like you know what you're getting with that.
Yeah, come get your gore fix in my books.
But I also but I want like people to know that like Mighty Mascots isn't just a kid's book.
It's still one of my
definitely, like,
favorite books. Like,
Oh,
that's
thanks,
that
man.
balance with all ages stuff is where I don't like, palatable is not the right word for it, but like it's safe for kids but still enjoyable for adults, and that's
Yeah.
where like I think the old Marvel stuff really falls into place. And like the cutoff for me is really like when like Jim Lee X-Men ended, and that wasn't like a regular thing anymore, was when like comics started to shift and get really strange for me. And then there was
Right.
like in the early 2000s when I was in high school and stuff, like the Ultimates run kind of got me a little bit back into things, but it's like Jim Lee X-Men and before is a lot of the stuff I was reading that like you wouldn't really be able to tell from the stuff I write. But
Oh yeah, that was that was great era.
Yeah. Then and before, go back to that, kids, or read Alterna.
To answer Roland's question, no, Anton is still with us. You're probably looking at that Boxer Bear cover. That's one of the variant covers. So the colorist was, I believe, just the artist that did the cover. So it's probably has a different look than the rest of the series. But yeah, Anton is definitely with us for this one, for these 3 issues again.
Good stuff. Good night, Eric Halsell. We appreciate you for jumping in.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, what an exciting night, because we've had King Cryptid funded. I know we got another backer on Dracula, which is fantastic as well. I was honestly like, it just worked out for me this week. I was going to launch next week, but personally, this week was just better. So I kind of felt bad launching the same day as King Cryptid, but I'm really stoked that we're both doing great. Like, things are going really well, and it kind of is more exciting, actually. It's been fun. So
yeah, I think it's great. I don't think there's anything that was detrimental to that at all. I think if anything too, it makes it easy for people to be like, oh, it's good, they're both out at the same time, I could just get both.
Yep. While you're there. Yeah. In Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And you would have looked really silly not being live on World Dracula Day.
I know now.
Like, that would have been the greatest fumble of all time.
Launching 6 days after World Dracula Day.
Yeah. How did I miss that?
Well, that, and you guys could probably do promos together now too.
Oh, nice. Did Eddie push him over? Is that new?
So Eddie Winkler said backer number 32.
Eddie, thanks, brother.
For my boy John, we'll be
Appreciate
backing
you,
the
man.
rest this week. Good luck and congrats on the launches.
Appreciate
Let's
you,
shift
man.
over there. And thank you for the
very
super
much.
chat, Eddie Winkler. Really appreciate that.
$5.
So now we got to refresh this. There
Yeah.
we go.
Oh, nice.
Thank you much. Thank you so
Hell
much.
yeah.
That's
Gone
awesome.
with the horrible odd number.
Beautiful. Onward and upward to
That's
the next
awesome.
level. Seriously, great night. I'm hoping we don't get to see up front if Mighty Mascots pulled in some new pre-launch signups, but I'll tell you, it's absolutely free to sign up. It's free, and then you know what's going on behind the scenes. You won't miss out. It won't, if you have a bad week and you're not on YouTube or anything, you're busy, you'll still know because it'll show up in your email.
What's the sticker of, Keith?
I'm gonna do C-Rad, I think, one of those nice die cut stickers.
And you
okay.
still got back issues available
what was that,
too,
Pete?
right?
I thought maybe you were gonna do the gloomy orange Goliath or one of the other characters.
Oh, like one of the new characters?
Yeah.
That's maybe.
I
don't know
if you're committed to it. But,
I'm not committed yet. I didn't do anything yet, but that's what I was
it.
sort of thinking. But you think maybe a new character would be
yeah, either the it's Grunt, right?
Calhoun.
Yeah, either Grunt or the gloomy orange Goliath, or even
or the
if you
Colonel.
wanted the dead mallard.
Yeah.
Oh man, relentless.
Right on, yeah.
There, finally let
what
me block. Hey, I blocked it. It's still coming up. Block.
There you go.
Yeah, that might be good. Well, the good thing about the 3 issues is much like your campaign, Pete, a lot of first appearances of villains and heroes in these next 3 issues, which is great.
Nice.
And the rest of the back issues are still available on the Alterna site too, right?
Yeah, and I'll have the 6 previous issues here too. So if it's a brand new person,
so if you haven't read it before and you're afraid about jumping on board, you can grab the whole
9
thing.
issues to catch up on.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's newsprint, so it doesn't beat the hell out of your wallet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's true.
It's the best thing in the world, man.
And 5 and 6 will be on the Alterna site on June 1st. So
awesome.
That's exactly what I was fishing for. I think those are the two that I don't have right now because it's just in backing limbo for a while.
Gotcha.
I got a girlfriend who moderates my insanity now.
Well, that
Nice.
you get the house now and everything.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is like I can't
Pure
just be
insanity.
a complete like comic book heathen now. I have like a book
just be
stack.
like, Beth, they're $2.
Yeah.
Like just off screen is like a comic book stack as tall as me that I haven't gotten to read yet because it's buried in work. But I'm like, it's okay. I'm getting like just like a 6-inch stack of books. It's nothing. Like, when I'm measuring comics by the height. Like,
Yeah, right.
You got them like next to the wall like they're kids.
yeah,
You know,
it's
like
one
once
book.
the stack is this high, and then I'll
I'm
stop.
gonna read it.
Then I'll stop.
Then he'll move out. He'll be on his own.
Once it's a 40-inch stack, I'll stop. I'll take it easy and read a couple of them.
I get it under control.
I got to bring up the convention, Plastic City
Oh yeah.
Comic-Con,
Yes.
because I'm going. I'm planning on it, and I got Keith knows I got some of the, what are they called, the retractable banners.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them because they're really narrow, or they're
nice.
supposed to be. I don't know how they look in person, but
What was
They-
the inches? Did they tell you?
I didn't measure it, Clint, but they're pretty. It was pretty good, pretty
I was
wide.
gonna say the standards are like 2 footers.
About
they're
2 feet,
usually,
yeah.
usually like
Where
30.
did you get it from? Did you do Vistaprint?
It wasn't Vistaprint. It was, I honestly don't
There's
remember.
a place too that does like
Okay.
I think 18 inches. So those might be the
Yeah,
narrow ones.
I
he's
think
talking
they're
about, but
18. They might be 18 inches.
They
'cause
do
I-
those too because a lot of cons like changed their setup to where you could be a little bit taller for the banner, but that is kind of iffy. Like most of
Yeah.
them, it's like around 6 feet for the banner, and then they start getting kind of pissy with you.
Yeah,
There'll be
It's
plenty of
Keith's
room.
con, so
Yeah,
I don't think
we,
like
we put them
yeah.
on the table now, like what
Yeah.
we did at Terrificon. We were just
Oh,
putting
yeah.
them on the table.
yeah we
Yeah,
don't
I was gonna
care.
say, Clint, you'll have plenty of room to put them.
Especially at Terrificon.
Oh, nice.
Oh goodness, yeah.
I hope they hear me say that. Come get some, Mitch. He'll never see
He's like, what? I put you with the other publisher, AT&T.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
It's
I'm
like-
just the worst person to
Thanks
deal
so
with.
Yeah, that
That's
was
awesome.
strange.
Well,
But yeah, no, Plastic City's great. I'm glad
Yeah.
you're able to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
I'm
think
stoked.
Dave's still coming too. as
I'm
far
trying
as
to
I
bully
know.
Ryan
okay.
and Jeff into coming. I think Jeff might come, but Ryan is like on the fence because it's a long haul for him and Dave, and he's like
Dave's
still
coming though. I think.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, but Ryan's still dealing with wrapping up Hammerella and everything, so
Gotcha.
I feel for
I-
him.
I
Like,
wish
we
he
just
would
got our
come. You
book
know,
in,
like
and
it would
it's,
just be awesome if he did.
I'm
So
hoping
Jeff,
we can get him.
Jeff
out there.
Elkins is coming too. you
Yeah, I'm
said?
hoping Jeff can come out
Oh,
because
cool.
it'll also work out now because he's about to be. I mean, he is the artist on Can't Kill the Cade now. We won't have an issue physically there for him when we get there, but we'll have copies of City of Rot and everything. And we'll be hanging out.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Uh,
Well, I have it set up right now that there is basically 6 tables for Alterna.
Awesome.
So there's like Frankie has his own table.
do I need to get us a
and then-
booth, babe?
Yeah, yeah, you
We
can
can
if
get
you
a
want.
T-shirt
Then
cannon.
Pete, I gave you 3 tables. You could, to do whatever you want. And then I have a table for Clint and a table for Dave.
I got a
Sweet.
leather jacket that
And
I
it's
just
all
wear.
together. So it's basically the same spot where Alterna was last year.
Those are massive tables, right? Aren't they like 8
They're
footers?
8-footers, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
that's a lot of
nice.
space. Like I was thinking, even like because I know I got to be bouncing around the show, but I may set up like maybe a little display with my books on it and have you guys watch it or something.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
gotta go
That's
get
great.
recertified for EMS. Beyond.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna. I've been doing a few cons this year already, and like the crowds are back. Just because they've been stuck indoors for like 2
People-
years.
Yeah.
And it's so I've noted like our profits have been really good these last few months on shows. So I'm hoping Plastic City will be right up there.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I got looking at it, and it's like Boston's right there. I've never been to Boston, so I'm gonna go to Boston 1st.
Are you here for a week? Are you gonna fly in
No,
for a week? Or
it's gonna be a red-eye flight Thursday.
You have no clue what you are getting yourself into, and I love it. Like the optimism you've been dropping in the group chat
Yeah,
of just
I'm just like
taking
okay,
the wife to
all right.
Boston. It's gonna be a good time. I'm like, find a spot there and just like chill and walk around from there. Like you don't want to be driving around in Boston any longer than you need to.
Oh no, yeah,
like,
that is not a city to drive.
yeah,
No.
I don't recommend renting a car.
A lot of
Yeah.
people like see pictures of it and then come there and are like, "Oh, it's a lot different."
Yeah, that's funny. Well, I just gotta see it. I mean, to me, it's like if I'm paying for a plane ticket all the way out there, I might as well. And
Yeah, it's a
also
good time.
distances for you guys, it's like, well, it's an hour from the airport, according to the thing. But I'm like, I drive an hour to visit my parents. It just states are a lot bigger over here, so it's
if
like
you're a basketball guy too, I think the Hall of Fame is like nearby there, isn't it?
No, I think the Basketball Hall of Fame is in Springfield, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it's not too far away from. I mean, that'd be like 40 minutes in the other.
That'd be
direction.
another
Too far
hour
from
from
Fitchburg,
Plastic
yeah.
City. Yeah,
ah.
Really?
yeah.
It's like you guys are an hour from me, and Springfield's like on the way.
We're like, we're Central Mass. So, but I think you'd have to, because you have to go south and then
Oh yeah,
west,
yeah.
you know,
yeah,
to get
over.
there.
This is
Unless
like
you go
guys are a
back roads, and
straight
that'll
line
take you
up
longer.
Clint, are you
from my
taking like a
house.
cab or an Uber to get
Yeah,
to
like-
the convention?
It was
Or a
either gonna be
limo?
an Uber or a bus. Probably an
Are you-
Uber.
Holy
'Cause it-
smokes!
Oh my
Are
Are
God.
you staying in Boston?
No, we're gonna stay there in we are at
Fitchburg.
a hotel, Fitchburg.
I was gonna say,
Oh, okay.
one of us.
Oh,
could
you're gonna
probably
stay in
come pick
Fitchburg,
you
okay.
up.
Yeah. Well, so I looked up Ubers and it was like $100 to get from Boston to Fitchburg.
If you need
Oh,
a
yeah, that'll
hotel
be brutal.
recommendation, I could give you a good
I mean,
one. There's a good
yeah.
one in Leominster, the one I recommend to Dave too. It's like
Oh.
it's a DoubleTree in Hilton. Did you know what hotel that you got?
Yeah. Shoot, I've got to look it up now. I want to say it was a Hilton actually.
Oh, okay. So maybe you did get that. That's probably the best hotel in the area.
Okay.
Everything
Yep.
else is kind of like a little sketch.
Yeah. I mean it's I've stayed in some pretty sketchy places before,
Okay.
but it's just an adventure. I'm not gonna have the kids there. I was like, well, I'm gonna go to this convention, it'll be fun. Then was like looking at it, and my wife's like, I want to go to Boston though. It's like right there. So like, okay, well, it'll be an adventure.
So are you guys flying in? Then you're gonna come and stay in Fitchburg, and then when do
Yeah.
you leave?
We'll leave Sunday night.
Oh my
So
god!
it's gonna be a pretty packed trip, but
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna
gotta
say.
be.
So what are you gonna try to spend the day in Boston on like Friday or Sunday?
Yeah, so Friday, basically all day Friday we'll be there,
Okay.
and then we're gonna Friday night we'll go travel to Fitchburg,
Okay.
and then get the hotel, stay overnight. Saturday's all the convention. Sunday morning we'll just check out early, go back to Boston, and we're just planning on wandering and exploring.
Gotcha.
That's usually what we do anyway.
Yeah, it's the best
so,
way to do it.
Yeah.
Flying into Logan, or right? That's Logan.
You're
out
doing
there?
Logan,
Yeah.
right?
Is it?
Oh
I don't know.
man.
Yeah, Logan.
Yeah. So
Well, you're going to experience like the worst airport ever, at least like getting
Yeah.
in and out of it. But other than that, you'll never dread an airport again once you've conquered Logan.
I love it.
Oh
Hey,
my god!
I'll survive, I'm sure.
Just
It's
driving
like,
by that
Logan,
place sucks.
JFK, and Dulles are the most pain in the ass airports I've ever been.
Yeah.
I'm like, just like knock me unconscious and load me in a bag if I'm going to Logan again. Like, I'll just be your carry-on. Like,
Yeah. Dang,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
Tickets were also just cheaper to fly there
Yeah.
as opposed to other ones. So I was like, well, I don't. Seriously, it's just so close. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
and the
when-
hotels shouldn't be that bad either because they don't
Yeah.
like. It's not like San Diego when they know like an event's happening. Like, all the
Uh-huh.
hotels are like, oh, we're all of a sudden $100 more this weekend.
yeah, it wasn't too bad. But it's like when I have people come here to Utah, they're like, well, I want to go skiing or snowboarding. It's like, okay, well, that's this whole thing you have to do to like, you got to rent all this stuff. You got to go drive up in the canyon. It's still it's fun, but it's just this, to me, it's a hassle. So I never go,
Yeah,
but that's what everyone wants to do when they come here. So
interesting.
yeah, I don't know. It'll be good. I'll make some video content, and I think it'll be fun. So
How far are
Yeah.
you from Clown Motel in Nevada?
I have no idea where Clown Motel is.
Oh man, I'm trying to hit that up. But if I'm out in your area, I'm like, come visit me when I get a room at Clown Motel and we can hang out.
Do you know if it's Southern Nevada?
It's what was it, like Tonopah, Nevada.
Is it a clown motif?
It's all motel full of thousands of like ceramic clowns and all sorts of things. They're known for just their clown collection. Looks like a horror show.
That's just creepy.
Oh wow!
Been wanting to do a road trip out to it for years and like just experience it. Maybe I'll live stream from the room. There's like people that say it's haunted and stuff.
Yeah, it's gotta be haunted.
Dude, if you see it, it's like absolute nightmare fuel. The outside of it looks like a clown decorated it, and then like the whole, like every room is like clown kitsch and insane. And
So
yeah, it's out in Nevada in the middle of nowhere.
it is out there. It is a 6 hour and 18-minute drive from where I'm
dude,
at.
I'll go out there and you can come chill sometime. You can come check out my clown room.
Yeah, you could do a 12-hour round trip to hang out at the Clown Hotel.
That's how long it takes me to drive to Vegas, which I'm also going to Las Vegas this summer too. And
I'll get a 2-bed. You can come down. We'll do a stream in Clown Motel.
that could make for some.
Yeah,
some
just don't even preface it.
Don't be intimidated by Spencer, Clint. Don't give in to this.
Yeah.
You never tell anyone you're going to be streaming from Clown Motel with just show up.
It's funny.
Everyone.
It's funny how things come full
Clint's
circle.
wife's gonna be like, "What did you agree to?"
Right?
It's like, so
we're going to Clown Motel with a guy.
But honey, you wanted some excitement. Like, it'll be, it's better than Boston.
It's the first time I've ever been nervous in my entire life.
Clown Motel. It's better than Boston.
Well, and then the great thing about the show too is that, like, we're one of the like lowest admission cons now. Like, it's so anybody out there, and it's comic focused, which shows are comic focused anymore.
Honestly, for me, I want the experience. I'm really excited to meet all you guys in person. I want the experience of selling at a convention. It's more of just a rite of passage for me, honestly. But
this is your first time, right?
My time, yeah. I mean, with COVID and everything too,
it's a hell of a show. So you're picking a good one. So even with all the other craziness involved, I think you're still going to have a fun time at the very least at the show.
I'm excited for the experience. But look at King Cryptid.
I know, it's madness.
It just jumped up
15,237.
That is awesome.
Crap.
Man,
beautiful.
Man. Thank you guys so much.
This is headed toward 300 backers. I mean, before you know it, it's going to be at 300.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of fun things on this. I've got a lot of extra kind of perks planned for just 24-hour kind of thing on the night of new moons and full moons. So there's I think about 5 during the course of the 60-day campaign, because we'll have a first 30, then a second 30. Mm-hmm. After the first 30, a couple of perks will come down, and then the second 30, a couple of perks will go up. But I got to also add the advertising perks too, since that's now unlocked. But on a new moon, we're going to have a new moon special on the 30th. That's the first new moon. So we'll see what perk goes up there for the entire day. And it should be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun with this thing. The book is going to be fun. The campaign is going to be fun. That's all we really are trying to do here. And hopefully people enjoy it and they have a good time with this character and this world that he's in.
Very good. Taking another look at Magna and the posse. Crossed that $2,000 mark tonight, which is
thank
great
you very much.
See. Yeah, appreciate having you on. Book looks both the books look great. Really nice looking art.
That, man. Thank you.
Yeah, good stuff. So are you a writer? Are you an artist?
I'm a writer, and I just partner up with folks that are good artists.
I get that totally.
Good
the way to do it.
Plan.
Yes, Form Voltron.
Yeah, I got your last 2 books, John, but I haven't had a chance to read them. They're in my big pile.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Let me know when you get a chance to
I will, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and thanks for supporting.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Absolutely. And Mighty Mascots tonight. Pre-launch. We're not at launch yet, but I'll tell you, this is backing your last campaign was so fun because getting the package, it was just fun. like
Oh,
opening
thanks.
all the little pins and stuff. And I think that's part of the reason why my kids were like, "Oh, wait a second, I'm interested."
Yeah, what
in
is all this stuff?
Yeah,
We're gonna
And it
be a
was-
little more conservative with this one. Like there won't be as many stuff, but we're
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna pick and choose little things to add, as it goes on. I'm thinking about doing like, if we can get up to like 20K or something, doing like a booklet of like one of those old Marvel Universe kind of
Oh,
books where it's like here's all the characters and their stats, and
I love those.
yeah, I mean, those are awesome. We do it like on newsprint and like maybe
Yeah.
throw some pinups in there and behind the scenes stuff as well, So that's what I'm thinking. Like just polling people recently, it seems like people just want more comic content with their with their campaigns now, rather than
Yes.
like my millionth
So many
bookmark.
extras.
Yeah, exactly.
I get
so
that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good stuff. Mighty Mascots. I'm definitely back in this day one when it comes out. Looking forward to it. And yeah, we've talked about all of these, so I'm really happy about it. How are you guys feeling? You wanna I always usually do an hour stream, but I started a little earlier tonight for just whatever reason, so I don't want to keep anybody. But I don't know.
I was gonna say I
No, I
might
think
have to duck out
we're good.
shortly, but I'm not in like any rush.
I'm here until it ends. So
Yeah.
One thing before we go, just back to Plastic City again. Keith,
Oh,
do
yeah.
you know if Barbara's going to be there with her brownies?
I got to reach out to her. I have not heard from her. She never got a table from me 2 years ago before we canceled for COVID. And then I haven't heard a peep from her. So I don't know if COVID affected her or not. I should reach out though.
Yeah,
Is
reach
that the
out.
dank brownie lady that was next to
Oh,
us at Granite
well,
State?
I always buy a
brownies are
box from her.
ridiculous, and she's
brownies
such
are
a
insane.
nice.
She
Such
is
a
the one
nice
that was like
person,
next to
too.
us at Granite State
Granite,
the last
yeah.
time, right?
And I bought a
yeah.
big box.
Yeah,
But and
me and
the brownies are like thick though. Like they're,
I'd buy like $30 worth
for
of
how
brownies.
fat a guy I am, I'm like
Oh my
not a
Lord,
sweets
they're
person at
incredible.
all. And you guys convinced me to try one of her brownies, and I was
Oh.
like, oh crap! Like
yeah, they're.
I think me
they're
and Mike each
legit.
bought like
Like a
5 of them on
fudgy
our way
heaven.
out. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a
amazing.
cosmic cake that
2
some
bites and you
like
got,
your
like,
mom made for
building
you.
up,
It's
Amazing.
insanity.
Yeah, it's one of those kind
If
of.
she's
brownies.
not coming, Keith, then I'm backing out.
You're out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll reach
It's a
out
deal
though,
breaker.
because I
Give
think
her
she-
3 tables to me.
Yeah. I'll reach out though. I think I still have her contact info somewhere.
Yeah, reach out.
Yo,
Yeah,
we
and
need a
see-
brownie hookup for our convention.
The brownies are seriously at a convention too. They're a lifesaver because they're so jam packed with the perfect amount of like. Because I get the walnut ones all the time. It's perfect with the fat and the protein and everything
Oh,
and the
yeah.
sugar content. Keeps you the whole time through. You don't have to eat anything else.
Yeah,
You don't have to
just-
leave the table.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
when people approach you, they're like, "What the hell's wrong with this guy's teeth?" Because it's all brownie and stuff in your teeth.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's fine.
Oh,
Is
definitely.
this from the year I'm here
This is,
lumbering around like a
I think
caveman?
the second year, or in the first year, we were actually at the hockey rink.
That place is so cool.
Yeah,
That's fun.
it's such a great venue, And
Yeah,
like
that's awesome.
huge
Yeah.
parking lots, where that are just it's free. It's so people coming from Boston, that's a big deal,
It's gonna be awesome. Spencer and I wearing our jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
And now
hopefully
we
the-
get to see little Clint.
yeah.
Yeah. And then you'll
Did
be like,
Frankie get one?
"Whoa,
too,
Clint,
or
you're
no?
bigger than I thought."
Yeah, I'm gonna find out
Oh,
Clint's the
okay.
same height as me.
No, I meant like width wise.
I have
I'm
to
rounder
find out
than
if
you,
Tyler's
guaranteed.
coming. Tyler never said anything on whether he's coming down or not. I mean,
Oh, he better.
he's like right. He's right near you.
I
isn't
don't
he,
know
Pete?
if he's like 25 minutes or so from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know because with him and summers, it's always all over the place, especially now that he's got 2 kids.
Oh, okay.
So it always seems like the summer really isn't his time
Oh.
anymore.
Alex Cormick's back
So we'll
again
see.
too.
yeah,
and
his
the
first
bag-
time. He's first time at our show.
The Bags brothers. There's so many of my buddies here, dude. Bags
Yeah,
brothers
dude,
did an
this is
awesome
like a whole
Voidwalker pinup recently. Those guys are great too. Check
A
'em out on
couple.
Twitter.
We also got a couple of guys from Mirage Studios coming, like
Oh, man,
Jim
cool.
Lawson and Mike
Yeah,
Dooney.
A lot of
Sean
names I'm
Wayne.
recognizing here.
You got Frankie B.
Frankie B, hell yeah.
And
I'll probably
Bino, of
just be
course.
harassing him all day.
Yeah,
Oh, Harrison's is going to be there, so we'll be seeing Kayla no matter what.
Yeah, Harrison's, and I
Whether
think
I'm bringing
Nick's
or not.
comic strip is coming.
Yeah, I
but
knew.
he hasn't
Nick's was
paid
going.
me yet, so I haven't put him on the site
Oh, okay.
yet.
That sounds like him. That sounds
Keith is
exactly
just
like him.
divulging all these details that he probably shouldn't.
Yes.
But
Give
I
us
think
the
he's gonna
juice.
do the show. I think he's
The
gonna do
irony
it.
of that is Nick actually was able to come through and pay for an ad in the back
Oh,
of our
recognize
books. Here's a Nick's ad.
I don't know.
Oh, nice. That's great.
I'm sure he'll be showing
Yeah,
up because
list.
Kayla hasn't shut up
Well,
about how she's supposed to be working for it. So
Well, that's the great thing, though, to our show is a lot of the big retailers, comic retailers in Massachusetts will be at our show.
yeah,
That's
And you can
entertainment.
threaten them
They never
face
do
to
shows.
face.
They're at my show, which is great, So
Really
yeah,
cool, man.
yeah.
So we're gonna have
Harrison's and
tons
Nick's
of
are
comics
two
there.
awesome shops, and those
tons
guys
of
have
back
tons.
issues, tons of indie books, tons of artwork. It's the kind of show I would go to as a fan,
Yeah.
I ended up dropping so much money that year we came up and did it with you guys. Is like, we're not going to bring a lot because like we weren't really planned for it in the first place. And you were like, hey, I do this one day one. And we came up. It was like the best con we've ever done. We sold a ton of books. Pretty much just like helped out selling our books at the booth for Pete, and then I ended up spending a ton of money on just like back issues and stuff because, like you said, there's so many
it's
retailers
crazy.
and
So
stuff
much
there.
stuff there, so much deals.
It's crazy now because when you came, it came out on a Wednesday. Number 7 was the only thing that had Voidwalker in it, and now
Yeah.
you've got all 4 issues. You're gonna have 2 issues of Can't Kill
I'm
Cade.
so stoked.
So yeah,
I get
I'm
to
gonna
nerd
have
out
all
with-
the issues all over the place. We're just gonna put like stacks on the table and just of all the issues that are there.
That's
and,
why I
I'll
said
bring
I
a
just
bunch.
need like a little spot where I can put City of Rot, and then like everything else, I'm gonna be there slinging.
And you bring in
Alterna
Mike
and hanging
too,
out with
right,
the boys.
Spence?
Yeah, Mike was probably gonna come hang out again, and I know Kayla, like I said, will be at either that Harrison's booth or the Knicks booth, so she's gonna be
Awesome.
there no matter what.
Pete,
We
are you
can't-
going to do
you
any
can't
kind
keep
of
her away with a
promo
stick.
for King Cryptid for the show? Like, are you bringing anything to give away?
I might just bring something to stuff in the bag and that's it.
Gotcha, like an
you know.
ad or something for it.
Yeah, just like a
Dude,
little.
I wish
something.
I had the time, Pete. It looks like so much fun to make a creature suit of that guy. Like, I'm hoping someone makes a
Cosplay.
cosplay of
I'm
it.
gonna
Really
be on.
soon.
I'm gonna be on Shay's show, the Red Valkyrie channel. And
Oh,
so
she's
stoked for
doing
that.
something for that. So she's talking a pretty big game about it. So I'm excited to see what she's cooking
That's
up.
awesome.
Yeah,
She does a great job
does
with cosplay.
some
That's
great
gonna
ones.
be on the 28th, I think, at 8:00 Eastern.
Yeah, she did a dead
cool.
ringer for Darcy when she had us on for the City
Yeah,
of Rock.
she goes all
campaign,
out.
and-
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't
Does
know
she-
what book it was she did recently, but I saw one that was absolutely nuts, and I didn't even realize it was Shay at first. She was like fully painted up and everything, and
Oh wow.
they just
Does
they
she
keep
like?
getting
Does she
better.
cosplay as whatever the guest's comic
Yeah,
is?
dude,
Yeah,
it's
she does
awesome.
that.
So this was her when I went
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
for Downcast 3.
That's
I-
awesome.
Yeah,
I'm-
like the time before that, it was like one of the Fatal Girls, Joanne, on a different show. This one, it was just so, it was super impressive.
Yeah,
That's
I
man.
great.
can only imagine what King Cryptid is gonna be. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I know. I can't either. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's awesome. She even got like the lights in there and everything too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the production
Good
value
job.
over there is through the roof.
Ain't no Disney budget, that's for sure.
Right.
Just deep fake it with like some Snapchat filter.
There you go.
Yeah, whatever. It's She-Hulk now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Good
Yeah, Shay goes
stuff.
all out. It's great.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
good
step
stuff.
away and grab another drink, but if we're still going for a bit, I'm not going to duck out yet.
Hey, I don't know. I don't have anything else planned, but I'm like, I'm fine.
We're
I
just
don't
going
know.
to bully you into just dragging this thing out till midnight.
It's all good. And John, I didn't even tell you anything to expect because it's pretty clear I don't really plan these out very well. So
Man, I just appreciate the invite, hanging out with cool folks. That's that.
Sometimes it's the best way to do it. Just
Yeah,
turn on the camera and go.
exactly.
Kind of a loose plan, I guess, but
Yeah. Invite me on. Hope I don't say anything bad.
He's all like,
You've been well behaved tonight, Spencer.
Yeah, you've been
Yeah, I'm
great.
pretty good. I'm reeling it in. I'm becoming more all ages Spencer by the day.
Well,
Next thing
you're
you know,
an adult homeowner now, so
Yeah,
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 yeah.
right. I'm like a person with responsibility.
That sobers you right
being
up.
grown up.
you have a lawn to yell at younger people to get off.
Oh,
of.
and I do it
Yeah, right.
regularly. As I like unbox old skateboards and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not that man anymore.
Wait for all the fun problems to
Yeah,
start.
shaking my fist at kids as they ride their bikes by my house. Just getting ready for it.
All of a sudden, the word whippersnappers in your vocabulary.
Yeah, it's right on the tip of my tongue every day.
These whippersnappers down the street.
Throwing
Come on,
my back out,
kids.
doing everything. Yeah, I'll be right back. If we're still live then, awesome.
Okay.
Starts
Yeah.
fighting with the neighbors.
What do I plan out? Not YouTube very well, I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna make the advertising perks live right now. I'm going into that.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
All right. You heard it here first, folks. Yeah, I planned out the video that I posted today, which was my spicy what was it? Flamin' hot Mountain Dew dirty soda.
How was that?
What
I
was
was
a lot-
I
was
almost
disgusting.
bought a bottle and I'm like, I can't. I don't want
It-
my soda to be hot and burning my mouth.
It tastes like acid reflux. It
Sweet
burns.
Someone
sounds
told me
sweet.
it tastes like orange filled with like cinnamon hot, like the hot cinnamon candy.
Yeah, it
Oh.
doesn't really taste cinnamony to me. It just burns in the back of your throat, and then it
Okay.
tastes kind of like lime. So it's kind
Okay.
of like bile. But I mixed up this drink that was just.
What did you
horrendous.
put in it? What'd you put in it?
Should we watch the video? Well, it's
Yeah,
short
yeah.
enough.
I want to
Let's
see
do it. 'cause
this.
I don't know if you
I'm
guys have seen it.
I'm gonna be attempting to make my own high C ecto cooler soon. Like I bought the ingredients this week. I might chronicle that on my YouTube channel.
Well,
Yeah, this is. I don't know. I put enough effort into it. I feel like I should have more views on it. So we might as well.
You're gonna
Give
keep
yourself
fat.
some
Let's
views.
make it happen
It's-
then.
It's the funniest. I still get views on this video that was just like such a little effort, and I still get comments on it. And just a random video. I would never have guessed. But oh wait, hold on. I gotta make the audio, and then ones that you put effort into, I don't know. It doesn't make a difference. I've got to stop sharing. For some reason, when I share audio, it echoes for
Oh,
people.
weird.
are you sharing? Share just the tab, and then the audio,
Instead of the
because you're
screen?
sharing your whole screen. That's why.
Let me try it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Share. I don't know if it lets me do that. Share screen. Oh, share
Just share the tab.
Chrome tab.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's try that. Share that. There we go. Oh, I don't remember if I clicked the audio or not. Can you hear this? Hold on.
Let's see. Well, it's muted down there, but
Do you hear anything?
yep,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that super loud? It sounds really loud to me.
it is loud.
Okay, hold on.
To-do-do. You got a whole like sweet cast on sweets.
Oh, look, you did like
Winning,
the refreshment
intro.
guys.
Yeah, this wasn't me. This was Shane that did this for me. And so
okay.
I was like, oh my gosh, I have to put this on. But yeah, there's just like a little bit of background. It was in the news that in Utah we do these things called dirty sodas. I've never really been a fan of it, but it's almost like an old fashioned kind of soda jerk place.
Okay.
But you go there and it's basically like a mocktail, but it's based around a soda. And they'll mix it with like coffee creamers and just like snow cone flavors and like all this kind of
weird.
stuff. It's very sweet. It's not really my thing, but it's really popular here. There's just places, seems like on every corner almost.
It just doesn't sound tasty.
It doesn't, but
Coffee
I took it-
creamers is weird.
No, it's weird. My wife she's tried a couple now only because of the interest in it. Because I went and made a video. I went to a place and bought one and just said, "Hey, knock me out." And I tried it. I did not like it at all. It was weird.
They're like, "This is the best we've ever made." You're like, "This is awful."
I didn't like it. It's not for me. But here I decided to make one that was deliberately terrible.
Okay.
So that's where we're started here. So okay, let's go ahead and play this then. You hear that,
Do
right?
you like comics? Yes, we do. And dirty soda, oh, what to do? Well, you found the right place, right here and now. The Sweetcast Comic Show starting right now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Clint Stoker, and I'm here with my wife, Stephanie.
Hi, guys.
And we're going to do something interesting today. I'm the writer of comic books such as Downcast, Fatal, and my latest one that we're going to be promoting today is Dracula. The way that we're going to do this is a little different. Here in the great state of Utah, there's an obsession with soda.
Dirty sodas, to be exact.
Dirty sodas. And it's basically a place you go to and they get a soda and they desecrate by putting whatever fruits or other cream, like anything else. And it's really sweet. And a lot of people really like them. It's very popular here. But we decided to make one in honor of Dracula himself, and we're going to make the bloodiest dirty soda ever. Let's do this. All right, so the one rule we had for this dirty soda is everything in it has to have something to do with blood. I already started off by
Your fingers, I was about to say, man.
In the car because it's spilled everywhere, and now my hands
Spilled in my
red.
center
I had to
console.
scoop it out. So
I was like
tiger's
flinging it out the
blood,
window.
melting fast.
It was awful.
Snow cone. Bloody Mary mix because there's blood in the name, right? That's tomato.
Did you do blood orange?
You chose to
Bloody
make
Mary.
this?
Okay. Next we have, this is grenadine. What's the logic behind this?
Dracula's blood cocktail that's made with grenadine, but also you've had a lot of people say to use it.
I've been suggested this
Look
as
at
well.
that deep red.
It looks like
This is what you do to sell
This
books
should make
on
it give it
YouTube.
that blood.
I don't think this is what people are crazy
Also,
about.
Blood orange.
You know, they're not crazy about
Blood orange.
complaining about the comic book industry
and to
either.
top all
So.
this off, what would a dirty soda be? If you have to have the soda.
Gotta
So the
find
soda
content.
base
Now,
that
I
we're
want to see you
using
drink a full glass of it.
That's right. Flaming hot.
probably
Mountain
could've.
Dew.
This is like Clint
Will this be
tortures his
delicious?
taste
Will it be
buds.
disgusting? I'm kind
You
of
leaning over this counter also makes you look even smaller than I imagined. I'm like,
hot Mountain Dew.
Maybe I am.
Normally, sure.
yeah, I'm like, is Clint 3 feet tall? Is this like a optical illusion? What is going on?
People taste limey.
It looked like you were like lifting yourself up onto that counter, like your feet.
I had
were
a-
getting
I had
down.
standing on a stool.
Almost
Yeah.
There's a slight. What is that? Tastes
Is
like
that
it's
just
a
regular
vinegar.
soda?
Clint?
No, that's
I
flaming
would
hot
like you to-
Mountain Dew.
Oh,
It's
Flaming hot
Mountain
Mountain
Dew.
Nope,
Yeah,
but
why?
it's with the lime.
Is it? I can't
It's
decide.
kinda
what it is.
spicy.
It's spicy. There's a little bit of spicy. It's not as bad as I thought it would.
No, it's not that bad, but
It gets
weird.
worse
Let's
given
mix the
time, though.
I just need
okay.
this. I'm gonna need to steal this clip of you just going. It's spicy.
That seems like the wrong soda to mix this stuff with.
Or the right soda.
Oh,
the right
just bought everything orange at a grocery store.
There's just no way.
Well, it
This
had
could be
blood
appetizing.
oranges, Bloody Mary mix. Like
This is
Bloody
what
Mary
wines
mix
do
has
instead of alcohol.
garlic powder in it, and Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of
Tomato.
refrigerated.
That looks like
Tomato.
that looks like medicine.
Okay.
you look genuinely excited to be there. Until then.
That tastes.
Oh my
Weird.
god. You look like
I
you're
don't know
about to
what
throw up.
describe this as,
Have some
but
more.
it
Have
looks
some
like
more.
a
Yeah,
body
he's-
has been
Chug it.
decomposing in the tub
it was like
for
it was
a
so
little while.
unappetizing
This is what
looking.
left.
Chug it.
You don't
chug it,
say.
Chug it. Chug it. Chug it.
Spicy Mountain Dew and Bloody
In the back
Mary
there.
mix.
Thanks
unappetizing.
for watching.
Who would've
Appreciate it.
guessed?
If you want to make your very own
That's it.
Dracula bloody,
It took your
dirty
voice
soda,
away.
I know. The thing is too, like you don't have it on video here, but like the more it went on, it was like hours later. I was like, "What's happening to me?" I had to
Did
take
you
a
burn
tub.
your throat? Like
Yeah, your
It
mouth
didn't
sounds all
burn
dry.
it. It was just like it felt like I was having acid reflux, like man-made, because it would just burn back there, but it tasted garlicky and it was really weird. So you're
Oh,
welcome,
man.
internet.
Yeah. It's like this is why the rest of the dudes just get drunk. They're like, I will drink whatever you want me to, except anything Clint suggests.
Yeah, well, it's stuff like that though. You think, oh, maybe this could be fun video. They'll watch me get tortured a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all this effort, and it's like, I could just flip on the webcam and with no topic and just ramble
Hey
on.
guys,
That'll
I'm
be
in the
reviews.
hospital for that
Clint,
dumpster.
you should have had a V8.
V8.
I could have. Would that have been as funny though?
Yeah, that would have been a more hilarious video if you were like, here's the recipe, and you just put a V8 down on the counter.
Poor
Like
Clint.
some Midwestern mom.
There.
Man, oh man.
Here's how you make a Dracula.
Acid reflux.
That's horrible. Your mouth is probably
Love
having some kind of allergic reaction going into like some mini sort of anaphylaxis.
Probably, yeah. I will die. It's a slow death.
Yeah, I'm
That's good
disgusted
news for
and I
everybody that's got
watched
your
it.
books.
Yeah. Well, the good news is
just
Dracula's
fulfill first.
finished. So
Just fulfill your books first.
It's gonna skyrocket, boys.
yeah.
Put it in glass as soon as you get it. He's not long for this world.
You're gonna be like the Tupac of indie comics. Oh, Clint's still alive.
Yeah. There we go.
But what was that for? The $10,000 mark? Like, what was the motivation behind drinking that?
It's strictly just trying to get attention.
Oh, just to get the ball rolling.
I
oh,
mean,
man.
yeah, that's all it is.
Have you
I mean-
have you tried to make a good one of those yet? Like something
I-
that sounded good to you?
Yeah, on my launch stream or the second launch stream, I made a good one.
Oh.
What
that-
was in it?
It was so this one I looked it up online and it was a Code Red Mountain Dew, pina colada, and whipped cream, and you mix that together.
It's like a Shirley Temple for millennials.
I guess it was fine. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't
was
disgusting.
fine.
but at the same time, like if I wanted soda, I would just drink the soda by itself.
Right.
So I don't know. It's an oddity people have been interested
Yeah,
in.
that's strange.
It is indeed. Yeah. If you ever make it down here, you'll have to see some other oddities too. But yeah.
Yeah. Is that just
Note
like the
to
thing
self,
out there
avoid
in Utah
Utah.
is just garbage beverages?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, we can't drink alcohol, so we just drink everything else.
I mean, there are bars everywhere too. You could go get alcohol if you want.
Oh, it's not completely dry?
No,
Oh.
it's
All right, cool.
definitely not.
I guess I won't avoid Utah.
Yeah, I was just trying to make a fun video, trying to have some fun. That's all it was.
Keep it up. Get crazier with it. I want to see
yeah.
even crazier.
Just do a
combos.
shot of whiskey
Yeah.
next time, man. You are punishing yourself too much. Like,
Yeah.
just to launch the campaign. I thought you were going to be like, yeah, we hit 10,000 really quick, so I drank that garbage. Like,
Yeah. that would work. Yeah. Well, next time I'll just make the same videos. Well, look what Marvel did,
yeah.
and I don't know. It's just like I want to try something new. We'll see what
It's like
happens.
You
the-
guys heard
the
it here
Downcast
first.
lifestyle brand.
Yeah, it
is
takes literally
horrible soda concoctions.
takes
Yeah.
literally nothing to
Lifestyle,
convince
man.
Clint to make a horrible decision. So get out there and peer pressure him into more benchmarks and get that campaign funded. Even
There you
higher.
go. Yeah.
You gotta like redo the Sunny D commercial and instead, the purple stuff, the Sunny D, and then whatever the hell else is in the fridge, and then mix that together and drink it and be like, this isn't the commercial. I don't
Yeah.
remember it being this way.
What was that called?
Yeah,
Wench
that'd
blood? Like,
That'd be great, actually.
Ugh.
Yeah, everybody go make one of those, videotape yourself trying it, and then tag Clint in it and tell him you hate him for inventing it. But also make sure you mention the book and link it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a group effort.
Book's great, drink's an abomination.
Right?
Totally. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up because it's almost at the hour tonight. But
Sounds
before we do, let's go over these campaigns one more time. We'll start here at Magna and the Posse, 2 different books that you can get, 2 different stories, but there are actually several books you can get. Pick your poison. Appreciate having you on tonight, John. Why don't you give us another pitch for Magna and the Posse?
No, thank you, brother. So 3 books, 3 different graphic novels. They're all 76 pagers. You can get volume 1 and volume 2 of Magna, The Last Pantheon, which is a fun, high adventure story of a woman becoming a hero and kind of her path there too. And then the first volume of the Posse Fugitives, which is a story of 2 young men who find themselves in a situation where the cavalry is not coming, and they're going to have to hero up themselves. and band together with some other folks. So just appreciate you having me on the show. Love all these dudes. All you guys are amazing creators. And thank you very much.
Right back at you,
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Thanks.
Good to be back
Thanks
on.
for coming on tonight. Great
Oh,
to
man.
talk to you.
Back this
let-
book.
Let's go back to Mighty Mascots, issue 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, we're on a pre-launch page. Everybody that signs up and day one backers will get like a sticker. We're still I'm still playing around with what that might be, but this will be for issue 7, 8, and 9 of the Mighty Mascots, which is a superhero team made up of serial mascots. Very fun, all ages comic. Good old superhero stuff, you know. And each issue is going to have like a new first appearance of either good characters or bad guys, you know, or something like that. So it's going to be just fun adventure, action adventure stuff, you know.
Superheroes
stuff.
with a sugar-coated twist.
Yes, there you go. Perfect.
There's the dead duck.
Yes.
Love it.
I love that.
Guys, we have King Cryptid here.
Blowing
First
up,
4
man.
issues.
It's gonna be 300 by morning. The way it's
Yeah,
going.
it's
Oh, yeah.
almost at
Oh, is that-
15.5 now. If you want to
Yeah,
give it
it's
a quick
crazy.
refresh.
Yeah,
How many
I think it
backers
was
do you
like
have now? Look at
275 back. Yeah, it's even more
Bro,
back.
Oh, it
yeah,
is
you're
at
going-
15.5
you're going
now.
300.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna wake
yeah.
up and be in the 300.
Yeah, boy, we're 24 backers
Jeez,
away
this
from
is like a
300.
juggernaut.
Let's
This is
go.
awesome.
Share it out on your favorite
Yeah,
social
full
media
page ads
platform.
are available now. The inside back cover and inside front cover ads are available too. There's no back cover ads because on the back covers of King Cryptid issues, there's another cover. So you flip over the issue. It's basically a flip book style thing. It's not a flip book through and through, just the covers. So you get 2 covers for the price of 1 issue.
Nice.
But yeah, so
Nick's pages.
yeah, Nick
Oh man,
Are
knocked it out of
both
the park.
covers
Yeah.
by the
Issue 2.
interior artist as well of the issue?
Yes, except for issue 1. Issue 1 has the front cover by Christian, and then the back cover is by me.
Gotcha.
But other than
Nice.
that, issue 2, it's Nick on both. Issue 3, it's Alex on both. And then issue 4, it's Kier on both. But the exception of Kier actually did the complete work of his back cover. So he colored it as well. On the front cover, Christian colored it.
Gotcha. I think my favorite one, and I think it might be one of the back covers, is the one where he's in one of the monster's hands. And
Oh, yeah, Nick,
that-
when he's got him. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
just showed that to me. And he was between that image and then the one where he's pointing. That's on the back of the box.
yeah, man.
Nick was just messing around and he was just doing these. And
Really?
he's like, I don't know if you could use these, but I just figured, I was messing around with it. And I was like, these are tremendous.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
a
like-
great like when you talk about like a cover that like, oh, I gotta read what this story is. You know what I mean? Like that right there.
It's like instantly iconic. You know?
Yeah, like capture
You
the
can't-
action. Yeah.
I mean, you try to create that, but you can't like be like, yeah, it's iconic, but like, damn, man, it reads so well immediately. I saw Nick's stuff, and that dude was completely off of my radar. And as soon as I saw him drawing King Cryptid, I was like, holy shit! Like, this is the guy that should be doing it. Sorry, Clint.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, Matt. Yes, there will be sketch cover commissions
Swear it on the show.
by either me or my
Yeah.
wife on the campaign.
Heck yeah, nice.
I would do Ian, but it's a little too tough with shipping and because Ian, the series artist, is actually in Indonesia, so shipping and the logistics of that it would be an absolute nightmare. So.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna limit the sketch covers and the sketch cards to just me and my wife.
It's the same thing kind of with King Cryptid because it's an international team for the most part. Kier's the only person that, on the art team that's in the States. You got Alex is in Serbia. You got Christian that's in Argentina. And then Nick is in Australia.
Oh wow!
Oh, man.
Okay, I didn't
So,
know
yeah.
that. Oh wow!
All over
Good
the
stuff.
place.
Spanning the globe.
Yeah.
Well, let it be known, King Cryptid got fully funded here on Sweetcast.
Woohoo.
So
Indeed.
I live to fight
See
another
another-
day.
Yes.
Yeah, job
La-
secure.
You win this time, Clint.
That's it. You never get away with it again.
I guess you can come to Plastic City.
I guess we could have you at the table with us.
Yeah.
There you
Yes.
go.
Get that other baby table out, Keith.
It's a 2-footer.
Yeah.
You got high chairs at the show.
You saw
right?
him on that counter.
I hope you brought ash cans.
Oh, God. Poor Clint. We love Clint.
I can't wait. Clint's gonna get out here and be the exact same height as me.
Yeah, he's probably the same. Clint, how tall are you anyway? We're all making fun in some stupid way, and he's like 6 foot tall.
I'm actually 6'4". Just
right.
I'm just using no,
exactly the same
five-
height
Wow,
as
the
me.
proportions are so
5'8"
deceiving.
or 5'9". I'm right in
Oh,
there.
okay.
So,
You're not as tiny as you
so,
look next
yeah.
to that counter.
So we're like
Yeah.
roughly the same height.
but
Completely normal, dude.
Yeah, good.
Well, you thought he was like a midget?
Yeah. I can't tell on stream. I just assume everybody's either gigantic like me or the tiniest person in the world, because 9
tall
times
are
out
you?
of 10, that's how I meet people. I'm 6'5". Like
6'5". Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like 6'5" and almost 300 pounds. I'm a big dude.
Dude. You'll have to give me a piggyback ride.
Yeah, I can do that, no problem.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, like me and Phil Diaz, I found out, is a giant dude like me. But yeah, I always just assume everybody's big like me, because I even look kind of tiny on stream, other than my watermelon head. And then I meet everybody, and I'm like, nope, I just have gigantism.
Yeah, no, it'd be really cool to see everybody in person. I'm looking forward to it.
Yo, we're gonna have
I'll
a
hold
blast that
everybody.
day. We're gonna have a
Yeah,
blast
man.
that day. It's gonna be awesome.
It'll be fun.
We got
Uh,
jerseys now. Me and Pete can hard style. We can kneel down and get real metal with it, like the cool kids.
That'll be awesome.
We'll have to get a nice group photo for
Oh, yeah.
you know, for the site and stuff. And
I've got an Alterna jersey. One of them that I ordered, it says Alterna for the name, and then 06 for the year that was founded. And I want all you guys that are going to be at it to sign it, and then we can put that up to auction.
oh, that'd be great.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
heck yeah, that's awesome.
Oh man,
Um,
now I really gotta fly Jeff and Ryan out.
I know, gosh,
Oh,
that,
dude,
it
if
would
we
be
could
fun.
get Ron, that would be awesome. if
I've
Ryan
been
was able to
bullying
get
them
there.
daily. We have a little group chat for the podcast we do together.
Don't be
and
too hard on them. They
Oh.
got a lot of things going on.
I know he's
Oh.
got a lot going on.
I'm
yeah.
gonna be
I
so
just-
hard
I
on
just-
them.
I know
and-
for all the BS from flying from California, he'd have a great time. You know, for
Yeah.
the one day at least. You know.
I'm gonna fly out and kidnap him if I have to.
There you go. All right, last but not least, Dracula, Clint Stoker's Dracula. I'm filling in for Bram. He's busy in an
did.
urn somewhere.
He's ashes.
He did.
We'll find out, but really appreciate. I can't tell you. It's just humbling and amazing to see that I can make comics because people back my comics. I gotta refresh it here too, because there we are.
Yes, sir.
Really good comics. too.
12,270, 219 backers. I'm so grateful to everybody that has supported me through the years in making comic books. This was a departure for me because I hadn't done a horror before. I had a lot of fun with it. I paid a lot of attention to detail and tried to just make an awesome story. So hardcover books, Donald DeLay on the art. He did absolutely a fantastic job. It was super fun to work with him. And I really, really think that if you like my writing, you're going to dig this too. So please do support it. I appreciate you all. And with that, I think we'll call it a night. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all for coming on.
Yeah, awesome.
guys
I had a
rock.
great time.
Yes.
Yeah,
You guys
no
are
problem.
awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
You bet. Yo, we'll do it again. It'll be fun.
Read
Bye,
alternate
everyone.
comics.
Yes.
Yes.